I don't know what's happening today. I really don't know what's happening today. Like, did I offend somebody? Did I fight someone? Did somebody get hit in the face? I don't know, gang. I don't know, gang. Alright, but we should be back online now. Sigh. We're back. We're good. We're not good, actually. I'm very unhappy right now because this keeps happening today. But we are here for the game. Third game, we had Bat Rider come out for Na'Vi to follow up to this opener of the Dawnbreaker. The response from Na'Vi Jr. was to get the Lifestealer and the Pugna yet again. For Na'Vi, they come back for the Bounty Hunter Dragon Knight. Alright, we're back, y'all. We're back. Very frustrating experience. Sorry about that, Joe. So, you get DK, get that Breathe Fire into the Lifestealer. Something I kind of wanted in the previous game, but mostly the thing I wanted, I got. An actual carry hero. If this is indeed Shad playing the DK, and I think the matchup is perfectly fine into the Lifestealer. Pugna, Clockwork as your support duo. What are we getting for the off lane? Something beefy, right? Alright. This might not be the off laner, just goes mid. Yeah. Another good game for the Timber. Into Dawn, into the DK. Timber can often struggle in the laning phase if he's playing into the Bat Rider at the position 5. But fortunately, he knows for a fact that he's going mid. So they're like, sweet. Monkey they've already banned out earlier as well. They can probably get away with the Clockwork or the Timber Soul. For Na'Vi, I do like their ability to roam across the map and try find kills. Bat Rider Bounty, he can excel at that. Dawnbreaker can show up out of nowhere. Whatever mid hero they pick is going to be the one that's going with them. I believe it'll be Ember Spirit for Sanctity. Or maybe, if not Ember, what else could it be here? Could be Ember. They could get the Invoker for themselves.
5 seconds remaining.
I could actually see them getting Invoker.
Radiant team ban.
Na'Vi Jr. does ban the PMA Pango because what is missing is an offlaner. And it did seem like they were going for Pango, but probably they were like, well, we have a chance to pick Timber into 2 strength cores. Why would you avoid doing that? So PMA, you've drawn the short straw, my friend. You have to play something different.
10 seconds remaining.
What that different thing is going to be is unknown at this point in time. Played Centaur in the previous game. That went pretty well. I could see a Centaur again. So that when the Dawnbreaker comes in with the Solar Guardian, you just Delta split away. She lands, you re-engage on top of her. I could see them putting this Timber in the offlane and then just playing some tiny mid. Yes, Timber offlane would suffer more into the Bat Rider DK. But Tiny could have a pretty decent game here. But still, Niku's been playing so well on this hero. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. You still have 2 losses rather, in the bank right now if you are Na'Vi Jr. So probably not under that much pressure.
Dire team ban.
Okay, we get a ban on the Ember Spirit. So Sanctity doesn't want to play as Ember. Probably wants to play, what, Puck then? Puck would be pretty decent here. So if I'm Na'Vi Jr., I want to ban that Puck. They don't actually have any tools to deal with Puck. Up until they get like some Hex later on for Niku.
10 seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining.
Let's see.
Dire team
They banned the Lina, so
team pick.
they pick up the Beastmaster at the end of the draft for PMA. Give them that BKB Piercing Disable. Yet again, 3 very tanky cores on their lineup, in tandem with the Pugna to heal them all up. Clockwork to open up some space. Some attack speed for the Lifestealer as well. I mean, Beastmaster is just beast.
10 seconds remaining.
I literally would struggle to think of a scenario where it would be a bad Beastmaster game. There's games that are not super optimal for Beastmaster, but there's no such thing as a bad game for Beastmaster. It's always, always, always useful right now. For Na'Vi, what is going to be their mid? Is it a Spirit? Is it Puck? Is it Queen of Pain? Is it Invoker? It's Medusa, so DK is going to go mid. So Sanctity DK. Medusa will be played by Shad. Alright, that's an even harder carry. That's what I wanted. I wanted a hard carry, and I got one. Medusa, Medusa, Medusa. Which song has that line? Medusa, Medusa, Medusa. Oh, it's the Versace song. That Migos joint. One of Drake's hardest verses, if I'm honest. Like, you know, I'm not the biggest fan of Drake, but my God, he was spitting napalm on that track. So Navi Jr. looking to try and round out this tournament, get the easy route of qualification through 3 straight games. You have to remember, this will be their 5th game today. They've already basically played a full solid best of 5. They had a lower bracket final right before this, and here they are, still performing well. However, maybe the reason why they've looked so hot is because Navi was cold, hadn't been playing games today just yet, but after 2 difficult games, they should be very warmed up. And I think this particular draft I like this a lot. Very, very balanced. They have some team fight. They have some push potential. They have some skirmish potential. They have the ability to take objectives like Roche. They have some amazing scaling for the late game. DK Medusa backed up by a Dawnbreaker. Good stuff, good stuff. Unfortunately, the Medusa is somewhat susceptible to that Aghanim Scepter from the Lifestealer, but I still think overall this is a pretty good draft for Na'Vi. And in my opinion, this draft will give them their best opportunity so far in this BO5. Let's see if they can leverage that opportunity, though, with all of these heroes as we get into it. Potentially the final game of the qualifiers. It's game 3. Let's go.
Life just got interesting.
Oh, I understand. I understand. Maybe they're streaming to their coach. The coach might be in like the Discord server. Might not be with them like physically. I see, I see, I see. That would explain a lot. Got the juice. Moving with his crew. They're smoked up, but QBFY already coming to the backlines. Hasn't laid out any vision just yet. Maybe looking to break some smokes and or be the one to kill some couriers, but should be fine for now.
Seconds to battle.
Yes, indeed, Beetroot. The score is Na'Vi Jr. 2-0 up at the moment. And clean victories too. Well, clean in the sense that they were deserved victories. No comebacks. On both occasions, they were in the driver's seat for most of the game, dictating proceedings, and were, well, good value for their wins, honestly. Na'Vi proper. I'll have to figure out a way to turn this all around. Okay, 2-2 on the bounties. And we are off to the races. How is bottom gonna look? The double melee lane playing into a Batrider Medusa. Woo! Yeah. Good luck, boys. Good luck. They don't have sticks either. Okay, he has a full magic wand on PMA, but Zayax does not have a stick. You need a stick in a Batrider lane. It's an absolute essential part of playing against this hero. So we'll see how this all unfolds for them. I do envision that PMA is not going to enjoy this game. So probably not going to take too long for Zayax to start stacking some camps in the jungle so that this Beastmaster can retreat and farm in safety. But in general, he's going to hate life here. This sucks, bro. This sucks. Mid lane, Sanctity versus Niku. This is one of those lanes where in the previous eras of Dota, this DK would just completely fall apart here. But now with the new dragon forms, I think he's actually going to be able to out-CS Niku. And he's tanky enough that he shouldn't really care too much about all of these whirling deaths. In top lane, of course, we have Bounty Hunter, so he's going to keep bringing the creep waves towards Boom. Enable this offlaner to do as well as humanly possible. Unfortunately, that does mean that there's space for the Lifestealer to free farm. And now Redis, he might be first blood here. No deny. QBFY gets the first blood. And this is a really good thing. You want Bounty off to as hot a start as possible. You need to access that track ASAP. Got the juice. This game he is going to be going for the Radiance build. I do think that eventually when he does get Aghanim Scepter, it's super good into Medusa. Man. Remember I said PMA is going to hate life. He has 1 CS to his name. You really can't approach this lane. Between this Mystic Snake, the right clicks of Medusa, Kaori being Kaori on the Batrider. Super tough. We'll see when Zayax decides to go into the jungle to try and create some space. Unfortunately, it's also really hard to pull the wave against the Batrider once he has Sticky Napalm, which he starts the lane with always. We'll see what the plan is going to be from Na'Vi Jr. This might be the first game in this best of 5 grand final where we see them absolutely getting trounced in one of the lanes. Zayax, they're trying to contest for the Lotus. Zayax gets it. Oh, no, he doesn't. It actually went to Kaoru. Oh, he did get it. It's in the backpack. Oh, does it get out? He does. It's very interesting. If he had the Lotus in his inventory, it would have been easier to live there. Oh, top lane. They're going on to Boom. Boom will live. He'll be fine.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Still, though, this time around, Na'Vi is the one that's ahead in the CS department all over the show. Sanctity. As mentioned, he's playing DK, the new and improved DK, so you get massive amounts of CS, even into a hero like the Timbersaw. Oh, nice to interrupt the pull towards Timber. Should be able to at least deny one of these creeps. Nico gets the others, but Sanctity just chilling. How many of these can he deny? Okay, none. Wait, actually, yeah, might be able to deny 1 or 2, but Timber gonna be able to get the whole wave. Sanctity goes back towards the tier 1. He's still farming away. So outside of that clinic that's being ran in the bottom lane, the rest of the game seems relatively even. But that does mean that Shad is the big beneficiary of this early game. CS leader by quite some distance relative to his counterpart. Just gonna keep farming away, go straight into that Manta style now. It's unfortunate for Medusa because of the way Medusa functions, she doesn't really benefit from HP, right? So this newfangled build of going like SNY Glimmer Cape, I doubt we'll see Medusas do it. Maybe I'll do it in one of my games. I'm gonna get reported, guaranteed, if I do it, but maybe I'll do it. Epictus from YouTube, no worries, gang. Thank you for being here. Enjoying some good Dota with us, Na'Vi versus Na'Vi Jr. For Na'Vi Jr., just one win is required to put them into the next land. Things are also starting to open up on the other side of the map for the Dawnbreaker. They've done a really good job of bringing her creep, so she is now high up there in the CS. Got the juice. After he finishes this wave, we'll be equal with her, but always on a solid start on that hero. Beastmaster, of course, will be able to catch up. He has been able to get quite a bit of CS since he picked up the boot in this Ring of Bassi. So everything will be fine. Mid lane. QBFY is sitting behind Niku here. They're bringing in Kaori as well. They want to try and find Niku before he hits level 6. And here comes the dive. QBFY finds the stun with the Janata Shuriken toss. Sanctity able to get the Dragon Tail out. No. Try to TP out, not gonna work. Ridis also gonna be in some danger here. And he will end up dead as well. Ridis goes down. So we found ourselves with 2 big kills in this mid lane. Na'Vi gonna try and leverage the DK form onto the tier 1 tower as well. Epictus, yeah, you're probably right about that, actually. The main reason I actually started that YouTube channel was for political content. Like, if you go into the videos, you'll see all the way at the beginning what really started the channel, but since then I've been primarily using it for the sake of Dota, so yeah, that makes sense. I'll do that after the game. Diacyan connects onto Zayax as he is trying to steal away this Wisdom Rune. QBFY gets pushed away by the power cogs, and Zayax will win the trade. Will die for this, but will definitely feel worthwhile in the end. I doubt he finds a deny here, though. He's gonna... Oh my god, he's trying to outplay them with the jukes. 5 seconds until he has the power cogs again. 4, 3, 2... dead. Very unfortunate. Breathe fire a little bit too strong at the 3rd level. Actually, now that you mention it, what would be really fun if I made like updates to my views. So like reacting to my own content and seeing how my thinking has evolved over the years. That could be entertaining. Or I could just find out I was right the entire time and I've never been wrong. Oof. That would be unfortunate. Down bottom, I think it's unfortunate that they're trying to get the kill onto Shad, and I think they're going to find it. Does have 15-1 charges. There's the Dawnbreaker ult. Doesn't really work well with the Medusa, unfortunately. They still manage to pierce through the mana shield, and she'll end up dead. And not only that, but boom, trying to TP out, interrupted by the battery assault, will also get killed off. That is the one drawback of their lineup. There is anti-synergy between Dawnbreaker and Medusa. Dawnbreaker actually does nothing for Medusa. It's like, you might as well just not be there.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Well, that's unfortunate. The first Dawnbreaker ult coming in. I think, okay, it's unfortunate for 2 reasons, right? It's one thing if the first Dawn ult fails, whatever, who cares? It's another when you die,
Is under attack.
you lose the tower, and you were doing so well in the lane relative to your counterpart, but now your counterpart is ahead of you, and your counterpart is Beastmaster, so he's gonna stay ahead of you now. Oh boy. I do like this blade mail for Boom this game. Playing into the Chakram. Speaking of the Chakram, Niku needs some help. He needs somebody to bail him out of here, and the help is coming. QBFY unable to finish him off. The dust is out onto the Bounty, and Bounty's gonna die first. They will leave the big scary dragon alone. Oh man, they even dude, Niku, bruh. Inflicting some emotional damage. Feels bad. Okay, seriously, you can't allow Niku to play Timber, can you? Every single time he gets this hero, does some amazing things. Still though, Na'Vi are enjoying the pole positions in the farm charts right now. Especially this DK. Sanctity fairly far ahead, going for the Blink Dagger. I think this is definitely a Blink Orchid game. We'll see if they can find a kill right now with this Bounty. He's trying to go into the triangle, but Ridis just stacking these up. Oh man. Beastmaster rubbing his palms together, just being like, that's going to be a tasty stack. I mean, QBFY did manage to plop an Observer Ward out, so they have vision of this area. It's Coyote's Ward, in fact. Medusa would love to be able to get into that triangle, steal all that farm away. But there's a limited window to do it. PMA, 1800 gold away from having the Aghanim Scepter, and then he's gonna easily grab as much farm as possible. But in the meantime, Niku's just gonna take it now. In fact, they're gonna come on top of him though. There's gonna be the Dawnbreaker ult, it misses. The Timber Chain keeps Niku alive. He does have a big hook from Zayax! Right behind him, onto 3. They've already managed to bring down the Bounty Hunter. Dawnbreaker gonna fall after the DK also dies. Niku found a huge chakram in that area with the Timber Chain warding death. Oh my god, they tip QBFY. Bad manners from Niku, but incredible play from Zayats. They were convinced, they were certain that they had Niku dead. That's the second time. The second time that they tried to kill him and instead have heroes fall behind them instead. Also the second Solar Guardian of the game. And the second failure into a death for the Dawnbreaker. And guess who's now net worth leader? PMA was there. This is a guy who at like 3 minutes had 1 CS. Now he's out here about to finish the full Drums of Slum. They actually catch up to Sanctity. Zayax catches him in the cogs. Sanctity's gone. Ridder's able to get rid of him with the life drain. Man, this Blink Dagger is just not coming, is it? 2 back-to-back deaths on this DK, and they just can't play the map without the Blink. Niku already has his on the Timber Saw. Ridis blasting through the tier 1 tower, and they should be able to find this very, very shortly. Kaori may be thinking about going for the deny. I was actually looking for the kill onto Ridis. Hit him with the Flame Break, unable to connect with the lasso just yet, finally does get it. And Ridis will die. All right, so unable to finish off the tower. Commits his life for the cause. Nicely done by Kaori for the first lasso. On the bright side for Na'Vi, as they've been going on these misadventures on the map, Shad has been plopped squarely in the triangle, farming away. On the downside though, for Na'Vi, doesn't feel like this Medusa... You know there's certain Medusa games where she's strong at 2 items? It feels like here she gets strong at 3. So there's going to be a window of time when Na'Vi Jr. can just run directly on top of her. And again, remember, there's anti-synergy with Dawnbreaker Medusa, so Dawn cannot protect her.
Radiant's middle tower.
If they jump her, she will die. So now here they come. Na'Vi need to try and defend against the Na'Vi Jr. smoke. Beautiful scan. Beautiful scan. Connect, flush. They're not going to be able to find the way forward. They might still want to stick around to contest the Wisdom Rune, though.
Is under attack.
Na'Vi recognize this. They smoke as well. Medusa with the Manta style. She wants to involve herself in this potential fray. Zayak steals the Watcher. Gonna be up, waiting to break some smokes. The Invasors out. 2 heroes inside the cogs with the Chakram inside. At the same time, though, they do manage to jump onto the Timbersaw. He didn't see the rest of them. He ends up dead. Zayak will also follow him. Both of them got tracked. So it's gonna be a huge amount of gold going the way of Na'Vi. Excellent response. They didn't show that they knew that this move was happening. They pretended that they were just coming casually for the Wisdom Rune. But in the meantime, they were prepared for the counter initiation. Get a big jump, big kills. Reset the equilibrium in this game. Radiance now arriving for Got the Juice. He went Rats first before the Omelet, so just a naked Radiance. Not ready to fight just yet.
Sweet, sweet violence.
Now that we do have the Blink Dagger though from Sanctity, so... It was deployed in that last engagement, but I would not mind seeing them use it again as soon as possible when the DK form is up. That is also one of the drawbacks of mid DK. Relative to like mid Tiny, mid Ember. You are reliant on your ultimate before you start to make bigger moves. But still, the ultimate is not that long of a cooldown these days. It's like whatever. Track up for PMA. They get the dust out, but QBFY not caught. He's fine. Which is good, because he would have died if he was caught. Lol. Wait, what? He cancelled his TP? He cancelled his TP? QBFY? What happened, brother? Oh no. They do end up killing the Clockwork though down bottom. The rest of the side of Na'Vi, so it's not a just clear and clear. Support kill to trade on the map, 1 for 1. Now though, they are going to get the Roshan because PMA has Blink Dagger, Aghanim Scepter. There's no tier 1 tower and they have an Observer Ward to scout any potential movement, so now is the time to Rosh. And best yet, Bounty Hunter is dead, so they know he's not right next to them, waiting to snatch the bad boy. So Aegis... The question is, will the Aegis scare away Na'Vi from trying to make plays? Because they were almost ready to do so, but... Don't think that's going to happen anymore. Sanctity, just going to keep farming. Once the Mage Slayer BKB. Dawnbreaker has her Blade Mail, so she does want to follow that up with the Aghanim Scepter. And of course, the Medusa wants Skadi and KB as soon as possible. Knows that she's dealing with the mischance. Knows that she's dealing with a lot of heal on the enemy team. This is definitely an item. Like, I think she's one of the only 2 heroes in the meta that buys this item, right? She buys Skadi. Terrorblade buys Skadi. Who else buys Aya Skadi right now? I've seen some anti-mage Skadi in my pubs, but not necessarily in pro games. QBFY. Track out onto Ridis. They will get the jump, but they're not going to get the kill because PMA follows up with the raw maximum damage with the Drums of Slum. They find that kill. Boom shows in with the Solar Guardian, allows them to kill off Ridis. Niku, will he be able to escape from this fight? Zayax trying to run interference from him, drops the cogs behind him, and they cannot keep up the pursuit. So 1-for-1 trade on these two supports, and yet again an escape. Man, Zayax, Clockwork, gang, gotta do something about this. I mean, wait, it was Clockwork, Timbersaw, and Techies, right, that were of the same race in Dota 1? Like all goblins or something? So they have the double goblin lineup, they just need a third one. Sanctity is struggling in this game. There's a pace and tempo that they wanted to be set by this Dragon Knight that's just not emerging at the moment. They might be able to reach to the top lane though. QBFY is stalking Zayax. Kaori is nearby as well. So, oh, now they see QBFY. They have to jump him, and they are going to kill him. Alright, so that is indeed something. A track kill as well. 4 heroes involved, so substantial amount of gold going their way. 800 gold, bro. Oh, lol. 18 minutes in. My Clockwork is dying for 800 gold, gang. Ah, Bounty Hunter. Still, the rest of the game overall is still going quite well for Na'Vi Jr. now. Niku closing in on having the Aghanim Scepter. Just needs a little bit more gold to get to that mark. Lol. Oh, that was so funny. How did that even happen? He timber chained like through the trees into the middle of them? What? That was so strange.
Radiant are scanning.
Got the juices trying to pressure this tier 2 tower at the moment. They don't have the Aegis on him. It's sitting on the Beastmaster, so PMA, as soon as he shows up, yeah, if I'm Na'Vi, I'm not really excited about defending this tower. They might still make an attempt though. Observer would saw Boom. They'll also scout the TPs happening, and they'll see the smoke. They know. They are prepared. Rocket Flare from Zayax. He's waiting in the wings to try and jump and pierce into the backline. So is PMA. They go in. They find Bounty Hunter first. Beastmaster happy to commit his life. He still has the Aegis. They do use the Stone Gaze from Shad, who's rushing forward, throwing in the damage. But now Niku goes on the backlines, looks towards the supports. QBAF dies first. That being said, Niku's going to go down next. They don't have enough sustain to keep himself going in that fight with everybody. PMA and Reddits. Or PMA and the Lifestealer get out. Zayax and Reddits, not so lucky. Gorgon's grasp onto Zayax. Reddit's getting chased right now with the Selly Hammer, and he will end up dying. And all they got out of that was the Bounty Hunter. That is an amazing fight for Na'Vi. Double kill for Sanctity as well. Perfect. Exactly what they needed. That was an odd initiation. Odd engagement in general. Like, going on the Bounty first. The thing is, it's not like going on a Warlock or going on a Pugna where killing these heroes necessarily improves your chances of winning the fight. Bounty doesn't really contribute that much to the engagement. I mean, yeah, sure, you've got the Shuriken toss, you know. You got the tracks onto everyone in the fight, but it's not like some big ultimate that needs to be dropped. And the Lifestealer, if he had infested beforehand and was sitting inside, let's say, the Beastmaster so they can pop out, maybe, but he was like here in the trees, unable to really quickly access the fight, didn't have his damage early on. Got the juice. About to finish off the SNY, or the Yasha at the very least. Start building into the full SNY. Despite winning that fight, unfortunately, Na'Vi are not going to really be able to do too much on the map. They still need farm on their heroes, but they do get some big items. Aghanim is now for Boom. Medusa did manage to pick up the full Eye of Skadi. And of course the DK. Blink, Mage Slayer, fully online. They do get a scan out now onto Zayax. Can they find this jump? QBFY has the vision. Tracks him up. Sanctity though a little bit too far away. Zayax does have the jetpack to just fly to safety. Very close game. 22 minutes in, and I believe we have probably the closest game at this point that we've had the entire series. There is now a BKB though on this Beastmaster. And the full Aghanims on the Timbersaw. They definitely want to fight now.
Dire's middle tower is
They
under
could try posturing around Roche, but it looks like they might want to take the Twin Gate. Sadly, they don't really have vision on the other side, so I don't know who they're going to try and go onto. Or just want to push back the wave, perhaps? Maybe they're intuiting that by the time Roshan comes back, he's more likely to be Dire side Roche, so you set yourself up for this. Yeah, really just make sure that they have vision in this area. You push this wave out as far forward as humanly possible.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Just make sure that by the time the Aegis does emerge, you are ready to claim it. Unfortunately for them, there is some setup and vision here for Na'Vi as well. This Observer Ward, scouting got the juice. I don't think they're going to jump him, but they'll know how to avoid him. Instead, they know that if they see somebody else, that there is no got the juice, so perhaps Niku could be in danger. But not with the Aghanim Scepter, a bit too tanky. By the way, another really stupid Aghanims, honestly. Niku tracked. Kaori was going into the Firefly. I was thinking about going to jump him. They had the DK not too far away, ready to get involved as well. Sadly, it will not transpire. Arcane Rune spawned up top. Game has stalled out somewhat. Everybody's just farming. Shad is the big winner though, because now he has MKB, Manta, these Eye of Skadi. And I was saying earlier that I feel like this Medusa gets strong at 3 items. Yep, the 3rd item is here. This Medusa is very, very strong right now. Lifestealer does not have the Aghanim Scepter, so no real way to contest. And I'm so surprised that they let this happen. Like, their positioning has been completely taken over. What will they do about this on Na'Vi Jr.?
Radiant's bottom
They're looking to try and maybe force a tier 2 tower.
Radiant structures are
It is 2 minutes until they have the Aegis, so there's still a lot that can happen in between now and then. Got the juice, beating onto the tier 2. They get it. Alright, so do we smoke up and head north? Do we try to force them to TP home? Or do we port to the tier 2s? I mean, they have this ward is really nice. I mean, they actually know that most of these Na'Vi heroes are not here, so they could actually poke the high ground. But they decide against it now that the Dawnbreaker has arrived.
Radiant's middle tower is under
They
attack.
actually just come middle instead, so looks like they're content to trade the Aegis for 2 tier 2s, and Na'Vi is like, okay, that's a road too far. 1 tier 2, fine. 2 is a bit much. They get the lasso out onto this Lifestealer. He is going to be able to be kept alive by the Primal Roll. There's the Rage. He's not dead just yet. They end up losing Redis. He needs to infest into somebody. Gets into PMA. The rest of Na'Vi coming in. They're chasing hot and heavy right now. They just need to flee, but there's the jump in. Niku goes in. Massive Chakram Whirling Death. They come out with the infest as well. They burst through some of these heroes. They will leave Niku though on the high ground. He doesn't die though. Okay, eventually gets brought down by Shad. At the same time though, got the juice chasing Kaori into the base, and he's able to kill him. All right, all of a sudden we've regained some positioning top. The thing is, it's not so great because Dawnbreaker can easily come in with the Solar Guardian. Bat Rider, fairly speedy hero, so it's still a more positive scenario for Na'Vi in the end.
Radiant are scanning.
And it's off.
QBFY is running forward.
Rock it on.
There's a dust onto Zayax. He's overclocked right now. There's the track. A little bit of damage. The rest of the team is coming in. He drops some cogs behind him. It's gonna buy him some time. Sanctity and Shad not jumping in just yet. Got the juice. Will now see Shad, but doesn't want that smoke at the moment. Now, got the juice. Needs to worry about getting caught with the lasso. We'll see if he decides to infest forward. But no, he's holding his position, relying on his team to bail him out if something goes really terrible. Redis is right behind him with the life drain, the decrep. They're smoked up on Na'Vi. They want to try and go for the rat play here. Rocket flares are coming in from the other side. Kaori now jumping in. They got the juice. They found the lifestealer. They get him. There's a hookshot from Zayat onto Medusa, but it comes a little bit too late. Now with the Starbreaker from Boom, they end up killing off the Clockwork. Redis needs to get the hell out of here. Him and Niku trying to go through the Twin Gate. Niku makes it. Redis will not be so lucky. They de-ward him in front of his face, and then they kill him off with the Mystic Snake. Fantastic kill to pick up. Na'Vi Jr. end up on the bad side of that fight. I think they're positioning this lifestealer too far forward. He needs to be infested into somebody at the beginning of the fight, not as a way out of it. Because the thing is, he can just die like that, heads up. It's the second time it happens.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Last time he got lucky that the Primal Roars... Oh, excuse me, sorry. Oh. Wrong hole. Got lucky last time that the Primal Roar was there to bail him out of trouble, but this time around, dies too quickly. And now they also have a Daedalus on Medusa. Very nice. Shad going next into the Aghanim Scepter. That's Medusa becoming really, really difficult to deal with. Niku is going to need this Hex very, very badly. And
Dire's middle tower is under
the main thing they're going to really need, honestly, is going to be this Shiva's Guard from PMA.
Dire's structures are fortified.
But they also need to play more closely together. Part of the problem they're experiencing is that whenever they fight, there's at least one hero who's not with them initially. Like, for example, in this case, Zax was here on the high ground, right? Yes, he did come in for the hookshot, but he couldn't be there immediately, say, onto the lifestealer to try and interrupt the play. Beastmaster was a little bit further out as well.
Bottom tower is under attack.
So I do need to see Na'Vi Jr. clean up the execution a little bit, lest they find themselves just slowly but surely falling behind this Medusa and not having a way to catch up to her. I mean, right now she's 7k ahead of this lifestealer. In fact, the only reason why they have a 2k gold lead is because of how far ahead she is. The rest of the team is actually not doing that amazingly, but it doesn't matter. This game is about the Medusa. As long as she survives the engagements, can just sit there dishing out damage, they're good.
Players here.
Shiva's now out on the beast.
Rock it on.
They definitely can't fight into this Deuce Aegis though. At least not right now. It's one of these games where you have to kill everybody else before you kill her. Thankfully, Lifestealer is going to be buying this Aghanim Scepter. So their team will be able to get something onto the Deucer. You infest her, and then all of a sudden, 25k net worth just gone for 6 seconds.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Man, she gets an enchanted quiver as well. Whew!
Structures are fortified.
Bring me foes, says Shad. I want to show them my power at the moment. I must say I'm glad that Sanctity did indeed go for that Blink Orchid route.
Dire's
Bloodthorn going to be extremely useful as well onto this Lifestealer. Remove that mischance away from him.
Radiant's bottom
You might even need to consider BKB after getting this Aghanim Scepter. They're coming home for Na'Vi. I think they want to try and get a kill somewhere. Reddit's will be the one to die. He'll take it. It's fine. He did get half damage on a tier 3 tower as a position 5. He did draw 2 cores back towards him to defend the tower. He'll take that trade. Any good general knows that sometimes you must send your forces to their deaths for the sake of the greater good.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
With the last moments of this Aegis, 70 seconds remaining, they want to try and put some pressure on a tier 3 of their own. And here they come. Shad on the high ground already. And they have to come defend this. He's not going to leave. Like, he just can just stand here forever.
Tower is under attack.
Are they just gonna give up a lane of Rax? They don't have TP on Got the Juice. They do have TP on B on the Timbersaw, but
Dire's middle tower has fallen.
the Lifestealer's not here. Are they just gonna let a Rax go? Looks that way.
Are under attack.
I understand why, because the Medusa is so strong right now with the Aegis. But I'm also not sure I agree with this, because they're definitely not gonna stop. Like I said, might as well go for more. You have to force them to respond. So full lane of Rax now going for the second one.
Dire's
Got the
top
juice.
tower is
TP
under
now
attack.
ready. 3 seconds away. Niku smoked up him and Ridis. Let's see if they can make anything happen here. Aegis expires in 20 seconds, so Medusa does need to watch herself.
Dire's structures are
BMA looking in the trees. They're trying to hunt down this bounty. Little do they know, bounty is not even in the base. Very far away. So now they just start slowly but surely leaving the area. And Na'Vi get a lane of Rax for free, basically. Like, they didn't even come defend by like throwing in a chakram or something. I'm so surprised. Do they feel like they're that far behind?
Dire are scanning.
Well, Na'Vi Jr. in the previous game had to watch Na'Vi defend their high ground against a set of super creeps, or double set of super creeps for like 20 minutes. Let's see what their defense looks like. It's not the first time that they've lost a lane of Rax in this series, but the first time they've lost it first. Nullifier now available for this Lifestealer. And are they gonna go look for a fight somewhere? They know the Aegis has expired. And Niku also has the Hex. So there's an opportunity to kill this Medusa. There's no Lotus Orbs anywhere on the Radiant lineup. So if she does get jumped on, she probably does die. But she's getting increasingly more difficult to actually kill. Now here we're gonna smoke up. It's gonna be Na'Vi themselves that play aggressively. Na'Vi Jr. have been so passive in this period. They're gonna go to the north side. They saw Niku. Does he get a blink away into the trees? No, he does not. They find him. Sanctity on top with the Bloodthorn. Easy kill. You need BKB, brother. They're gonna try go on to Shad, perhaps. There's a lasso. They drag the Beastmaster away. Didn't get off the primal roll. Shad with the stone gaze. He's still alive. Infesto inside Beastmaster. Not enough to save him. Beastmaster goes down, and now he's got the juice comes out. He's gonna find himself in mortal danger here. Needs to run and needs to run fast. He does get away, but they're gonna lose a set of Rax. Honestly, this game is over. The game's done.
Top barracks are under attack.
I don't know what Na'Vi Jr. were doing. They're just playing so passively. They were playing as if Na'Vi was gonna give them some moments of time, but Navi's not gonna do you that favor.
Dire's middle tower has
Got the juice. Will be able to avoid getting immediately stunned up. Does have Aghanim Scepter running thing onto Sanctity. Could potentially infest them. Zayax got the cogs, got the hook, but didn't find the cogs. Medusa infest into her. She's gonna lose some of her life. As soon as Lifestealer comes out though, even with the decrep, immediately Nullifier from the Dawnbreaker. He's gonna die to the right clicks. Yeah, this game's over. GG. Just call it, guys. Just call it. We are witnessing a big difference between... Oh, QBFY will get slowed by the Rocket Flare, but not enough damage to kill. Feels bad.
scanning.
We're witnessing a big difference between Na'Vi and Na'Vi Jr. The difference being that Na'Vi, when they're ahead, and even that sliver of a lead that they had earlier felt gargantuan. And they seem really experienced at being able to leverage that lead into a positive position for themselves. And also, Na'Vi Jr. just do not seem well capable of this defense. Yesterday as well, when they started losing the games, it looked like they lost their heads. So, Na'Vi now in pole position. Looking to try and make this a 2-1 affair here in the grand finals.
Attack. Dire's bottom tower has fallen.
Honestly, there was a portion of time where they felt decently quite strong on Na'Vi Jr., but they just didn't want to fight on the map. Now you can't fight on the map anymore. You will have to mount some kind of defense on the high ground. Unless they want to smoke into the Roshan pit. They could do that. I think they should do that because if they let the Aegis come in towards them, the game is just automatically lost, it feels like. And the Clockwork can give them vision as to when the Roshan attempt is actually starting, but here they go. Dude, please, please infest now. Please, please, brother. Got the juice, please, bro. Got the juice. Please, brother. They do get the hook onto the backline. They find Kaori. They want to bring down this Bat Rider. They haven't got him just yet. Sanctity went onto the backlines looking towards Niku. Niku gonna have an infest inside him from the Lifestealers trying to get out. Got the juice, pops out of Shad. Now Shad has that right-click damage available again. The Stone Gaze kept them away from the initial phase of that fight. Sanctity, oh no, got the juice, trying to go back in, get this Lifestealer, get the damage out onto the Medusa. Medusa still kept alive. Niku jumps in, gets a lot of damage out in the AoE. They bring down Boom. Rid is unable to heal through onto the Lifestealer though. Shad and Sanctity are just too strong. They managed to bring down 4, almost a 5th. Rid is trying to get himself alive with the life drain, but that's gonna end. He dies. Niku jumps in though, looking to try and bring down Sanctity. Glimmercade keeps him alive for now, throws out the Hex, but he should have hexed him before because now he just dies to Shad. It's a triple for the Medusa, and the GG is called. Game number 3 goes the way of Na'Vi, and we have a series on our hands, ladies and gentlemen. Na'Vi Jr. unable to deal with the pressure of the big snake lady. Yeah. Yeah. That game was so bizarre to watch. It just felt like Na'Vi Jr. didn't know what to do. I don't know, man. Like, something changed in between these games. And the thing is, you must remember, they were winning at some point. They were ahead on Na'Vi Jr. They were doing a lot better in almost all lanes. The only hero that was doing well was the Medusa. I mean, look at this. Look where the other cores are. Look where the Medusa is at. There's no way a drum... Okay, where is this? 20-something minutes? What items do they have at 20-something minutes? 20 minutes. Well, just after. At this point, with like BKB, Beastmaster, Aghanims on the Timbersaw, there's no way you can tell me they couldn't kill Medusa then. But they just didn't have clean angles of initiation. I think this is definitely Zyax's worst game on the Clockwork. We did not find any really amazing hooks. The cogs were somewhat questionable as well. And this Lifestealer just really didn't play Dota at all. Barely dealt any damage. Immediately shows up to the fight. Medusa presses R, hits him a couple of times. It's over. You gotta back himself away. So we see them really well effectively deal with this Lifestealer. So now we have a 2-1 affair. The question is, will this become a 2-2 affair? Or will this remain a 3-1 affair in favor of Na'Vi Jr.? We're going to find out together. For now, though, we are going to go to a break. When we return, game numero 4 of Na'Vi Jr. versus Na'Vi. Make sure you're following the channel if you haven't already. Hit that subscribe button on YouTube. Hit that follow button on Twitch. And make sure you join me for perhaps the finale of these grand finals. I thought I'd probably die in prison. Expensive tasting women. Ain't had no pot to piss in. Now my kitchen full of dishes. Nose bloody from that sniffing. Yo, heroin addiction. Trigger finger itching. Fuck parental supervision. What's up, y'all? We back. It's game 4 of our grand finals between Navi and Navi Jr. Navi, big brother, was getting his ass kicked. I ain't gonna lie. Was getting pieced up, you know, getting boxed up a little bit, but it's Big Brother. You know, Big Brother doesn't go down like that, right? Big Brother stood up, went 10 toes down, stood on their business, got the Shad Medusa, and carried themselves into victory. And now perhaps the momentum has swung in their favor. I will say personally, looking at the way that these games have been playing, I am now very worried about Navi Jr. But we will see if they have enough chutzpah, if they have enough grit, determination, and temerity to come back in this BO5, excuse me, and still earn their way to PGL Wallachia. Oh snap, it's the homeboy Chompix. What's up, gang? What's going on, gang? Oh, hey, and Darkwing Duck rated us earlier. I did not see that. Shout out to Darkwing Duck. We really appreciate it, fam.
Radiant team back.
Thank you for the raid. But now we have to turn our attention to more pressing matters, which is this 4th game. So the draft is going to make an amazingly big difference.
Radiant team pick. Dire team pick.
You know what's actually funny, Chompix? When I was aligning the things, right? I literally, because it also looks strange for me. I was like, no way that's straight. I literally overlaid the exact logo onto each other, copied the exact transform, and it still just feels weird. It's because of those angles.
10 seconds.
Human beings are not really that great. We're good at dealing with parallel lines at like 90-degree angles. We're not good at dealing like, you know, the more obscure parallel lines seem to trick our brains somewhat. Now though, we are going to be seeing if we have more tricks coming from Navi in order to get themselves into game 5. Massive team fight. That's going to be the trick. Monkey King, Dawnbreaker, Wukong's Command, big ultimate coming out from the Dawn. All right, I like what I'm seeing. For Navi Jr. though, they went for the PA. So PA Batrider going to be what they're deploying right now. I presume that's going to be their safe lane.
5 seconds remaining. Radiant
So what does Navi get here? They're actually breezing through this draft, both of these teams. They seem to have very clear ideas of what they wanted to do here. Also, by the way, for everybody watching on Twitch, predictions are open. So drop your predictions into, or just hit the prediction button, you know? Use your channel points. Let me know exactly who you believe is going to win this game, as Navi have gotten themselves a terrifying lane. We spoke about this in one of the previous games. Dawnbreaker Muerta. Super strong lane. That being said, it's not like Batrider is a weak laner himself, so should be able to provide some degree of protection on that side of the map. But when we saw this earlier, it was played into Lifestealer Phoenix, right? And Lifestealer Phoenix had an amazing time in the lane. Now though, heading into this 4th game, Navi first phase, we didn't talk about the bans. They took out Xyx's Nyx, Xyx's Clockwork, and they made sure to remove the Ridis Warlock, as well as the Niku Invoker. That's been putting in some work. On the other side, Navi Jr. have removed the Bloodseeker, no Bounty, no Bristle, no Phoenix, and no Alchemist. Is this Monkey King safe lane or mid? If he's safe lane, now is the time to pick Lina. Just grab it. I do like the synergy between Batrider and Earthshaker. I mentioned this in one of the previous games from Navi Jr. You do this cool thing where you fissure on the target, Batrider can still just drag you away. And all of a sudden you're just like very far away from where your team is at. Fortunately for Navi, they do have Dawnbreaker who can come in with the Solar Guardian. They have Monkey King with the Simian Stride that can close the gap. I'm cool with this. But we still have to decide who's actually the carry here. Is Monkey mid or safe lane? Chompix, I am of the opinion that PA is in that category of hero that's broken enough that you can just pick it. You're just like, whatever, just pick it. It's fine, we'll figure it out later. I've been increasing... Ooh, excuse me. I was very skeptical of this hero coming in, but The more I see from it, I'm just like, wow, dude. Just wow. What a hero. I think for me, what really makes her so good is her versatility of builds. Like in this game, probably needs a BKB, but we could still see the SNY Glimmer Cape build from her, depending on what Na'Vi decide to put into the mid lane. Okay, they grab the Tiny for themselves, so this is going to be the high impact, high octane, opening the map hero that they wanted. Monkey King will go into the safe lane instead, and his priority will be, if they jump on me, I get to turn the fight with the Wukong's command, and Dawnbreaker comes in. Tiny goes to initiate, tosses heroes back. Muerta can help follow up as well. Okay. They have a lot of zone control from the side of Na'Vi, honestly. The Calling, Wukong, Solar Guardian, hell, even Avalanche can make it very difficult to bypass certain areas. Na'Vi Junior have some zone control, but not nearly to the same breadth. So Na'Vi still need a hero to go mid, right? PMA always plays the Pango. And Niku will have to play something else for today. Today is exclusively played Timbersaw and Invoker. Time for a switch up. What is going to be his option? Douglas, of course, Na'Vi is the first team that got me into Dota 2, so I'll always have a special place in my heart for the squad. Obviously, this was 2013, so we're talking about Poppy, Dendi, and them, but I would not be an esports person right now if not for the yellow brand, so shout out to them. Although, I will say, okay, I was once betrayed by Dendi, right? Dendi was supposed to come to South Africa to one of our, like, our gaming conventions. People bought tickets, people like me, specifically off of the strength of Dendi going. And then on the day, while we're all there, I'm super excited. Oh my god, I get to see Dendi. He came second at TI, but he won the other time. It's gonna be so great. And then Dendi didn't show up. Apparently got sick or something. I don't even know.
10 seconds remaining.
So disappointing. I was supposed to meet him in 2013. It literally took me another 10 years of my life before I actually met Dendi in person.
Dire team pick.
Oh, that's actually pretty funny. I could have met Dendi in 2013, but instead 2023, where it came about. Probably worth the wait, honestly. Also, funny enough, the one time when he was playing on a team called Bait in North America, I wanted them to win very badly because I wanted to interview Dendi really, really badly. The one time, the only game that they won, the only interview that they gave was the day I was sick. And when I say I got sick, I mean I literally got sick. I was on the set, and my body was like, hey gang, we're not doing this today. I'm expelling everything from outside your body. And that day, what's worse is I was still at the studio. I was so sick I couldn't go home. I had to like just stay in the studio for a few hours just trying to sleep it off. And then T-Panda comes to me and he's like, hey gang, listen bro, Dendi and the boys won. We're gonna go interview them now. I was so upset. I was like, are you fucking kidding me? The one time. But it's all good. We got to meet Dendi in the end. We're fine. Na'Vi, they will come back with this Enigma in the off lane. So this is gonna be a what? Mid Monkey and carry Dawn. Support Tiny, or is it support Enigma? I don't know. And nor do Na'Vi Junior. They're gonna have to scramble to figure out what this Enigma is doing for the team. My initial assumption is that it's gonna be playing support. But we don't see that many 5 Enigmas, right? So for Na'Vi, what do they still need a mid laner? I could see Park, I could see Earth Spirit. I was not gonna call for Queen of Pain. I'm not a believer in Queen of Pain. That's why I'm not gonna call for it. I just don't think this is a good hero right now. But in this game, it does give them some magic damage past BKBs. Not that much lockdown on the side of Na'Vi, so this Queen of Pain should have some decent movement throughout the game. They did need some burst to try and get through this Monkey King sustain, the Dawnbreaker sustain. And they didn't want to go for like a Shiva's builder or something like this, or more sustained damage throughout the fight. So we get burst instead, Dagon, Sonic Wave, and the like. Okay, so I see what the plan is here from Na'Vi. They're like, okay, look, a hard commitment is tough for us in these fights. The enemy team has Enigma. They have this Muerta that's going to drop a calling down here and there. Dawnbreaker to come in and save people. Wukong's command. So what we do instead of having to deal with this hard commit, we just take it easy. Play the edges, you know? Throw a dagger here or there. Throw a stifling dagger here or there. The Shadow Strike coming out. You can swash here or there. We roll in, do some damage, come out a little bit. So they don't really want to hard commit all the time on Na'Vi. If they do hard commit, they can kill a hero 100-0 no matter what. But I don't know. I don't know. I'm not fully convinced, if I'm honest, by this Queen of Pain. I mean, like I say, I don't have faith in Queen of Pain as a hero. At least not right now. But I do have faith that Na'Vi and Na'Vi Jr. are going to deliver us an incredibly entertaining game. Let me know, put your channel points on the line. Let me know in chat who do you believe is going to come out with the W. And let's find out how this all shakes out as we get ourselves into game 4 of a potential 5. Na'Vi Jr. 1 win away from PGL Wallachia. And this time around, pretty clear they have not been doing any shenanigans with the smoke, so nobody is going to be on hand to take the opportunity away. Position 5 Enigma. We don't get to see that all that often. Certainly can't be playing around the black hole in this game. They've got Fissure. Only really Fissure, though, to be fair. So if he can track where the Fissure is at, could still be pretty decent.
30 seconds to battle.
Yeah, I get that to diversify the magic type, but I would have preferred, like, a more stable, consistent hero. Some like Earth Spirit, you know? Queen of Pain, in my opinion, is just way too volatile of a pick. I would have preferred, like, Earth Spirit, Park, these kind of heroes. Yes, it is. Sonic Wave is pure damage.
The battle begins.
So, we're going to get this game started. Looks like the Pantheon trade is just going to be 2-2. Nice and standard. In the previous game, it did go the way of Na'Vi overall. So they were off to a hotter start. Let's see if that's going to change anything now that the start is even. This mid lane matchup used to be the case that Queen of Pain demolished the Tiny, but nowadays Tiny actually wins this matchup for the most part. No worries, brother Chompix. No worry, gang. Take it easy. Enjoy life. I hope you have fun with the other games. Down bottom. Got the juice on the PA. Tanking quite a bit of harass right now, but they're turning on to QBFY perhaps on the Muerta. Red is just trying to get as much harass out as possible. I wonder which build we're going to be seeing from this Phantom Assassin. Are we getting SNY BKB? Are we getting SNY Glimmer? I pray to God it's not going to be the Battle Fury Manta though. Deadshot misses. QBFY is dead. Oh, maybe not. Starbreaker comes out first. It's going to connect onto the PA, but nonetheless, they still find the kill. And now, boom, finding that he went too far forward to try and assist his compatriot, and he will pay for this with his life. Double kill attained by Got the Juice. This Phantom Assassin. Very nicely done. Good start to the game for Got the Juice. That's what you want out of this PA hero. And frankly speaking, this is still one of these PA games where she should be able to do whatever the hell she wants. Overall, there's just a lack of lockdown on the side of Na'Vi. So, we'll see how she progresses throughout this game. The one lane we haven't witnessed yet is a top one where they might find a kill. Zyax, Fissure, beautifully connected with the blood grenade. He's out though. Nice TP from Kaori, goes to the mid. We'll pick up the water rune, so can still come back safely into the lane. But that does zone him back away from Shad, so this Monkey King's going to be playing alone for a little bit of time. Good stuff. He's still going to be farming. I want to see what... Probably going to go the Maelstrom build, right? I haven't seen an Echo Saber Monkey in quite a while. Get the shield crash out on him, but... Fissure blocks him off from completing the Jingu. We'll get it off the Boundless Strike. I think both of these cores should be able to farm pretty freely here. The only person that's really in danger of dying, I feel, is Kaori. Like, maybe Zyax, but... Probably not. I mean, Zyax is going to go... away from these Eidolons. Yeah, he's chilling. That's fine. He was hoping, I think, to try and intercept the courier on the way. Unfortunately for him, the courier had already bypassed, so Enigma gets to keep the little critter alive. Niku is actually doing really well middle. With these screams, he's putting in pressure onto Sanctity. Has not opted for any points into the Shadow Strike, but clearly doesn't need him. Sanctity, does he have a magic stick? He does. Does he have raindrops? He does not. Needs to be careful. He could actually die on the next move here. Got the juice though. Speaking of deaths, able to secure another one onto QBFY. This Muerta does go down. And this is a bit of a travesty, right? Because they were anticipating this lane going really well. Dawnbreaker Muerta is supposed to go really well, but unfortunately, Ridis has been doing too much work here. Him and the PA. Doesn't help that Ridis has also been like pulling back this wave. The equilibrium is generally quite decent. Flame Break ensures that they never connect with the Starbreaker from Broom. But now that they have level 5, I think Sanctity will be A-okay. He's chilling. Does have his boots being delivered to him now. Might actually go home to just replenish his mana pool. When he returns, he will find that Niku is close to level 6. That could present a problem or two. Down bottom, they're going on to QBFY once more. This time the Starbreaker does connect onto the Batrider, but we still end up with a death onto Muerta. And Ridis did that one all by his lonesome. Batrider in the laning phase, baby. What a hero. All 4 kills in this game happening down bottom. Something you don't normally say about a PA lane, right? That it's her duo that has all the kills at 5 minutes. Yet here we are. Top lane. They're going on to PMA. Can they bring him down? The shield crash gives him some additional armor. He's going to stay alive. The Primal Spring might come out, but they don't need it. Kaori has these Eidolons raining in the damage. They managed to bring down this Pango. Very well done by the side of Na'Vi.
Dire's structures are fortified.
And bottom. Ooh. This time they actually do kill Got the Juice. Killing spree. Gold going directly towards Boom right now. That's going to recover his position despite having died a couple times. Or having seen deaths happen in front of him. Lots of gold picked up right now for the Dawn. Sanctity. Comes across Zayax, and the rune will spawn bottom. It's an Ilu. Ridis gonna try and kill QBFY here, having stolen the illusion rune. They bring in the PA as well. She's here. They also block off Sanctity. Do they have enough in the chamber? Not enough mana. This calling spell, even after the Muerta's death, having an impact in this fight, preventing them from laying out the damage onto Sanctity. Okay. Who actually got that kill? Got the juice, okay. Would have felt very unfortunate if he came all that way and didn't find a kill, but ends up being fine. On the other side, Shad now is at a point with 3 points. Jingu, where he can no longer be approached by the Pango. PMA trying to play as safely as possible.
Are scanning.
Pick up the net worth that he can. Get this experience. He is largely playing alone because Zayax was on roaming duty elsewhere on the map. And that duty is not concluded just yet. Might want to just stack a camp. And then maybe smoke out, but he'll come right back top first.
Dire are scanning.
Dire scan. Right behind where Nico is at. Want to try and make sure that Zayax is not coming in for a gank. Little do they know the scan was the right idea, just on the wrong side. Man, that animation sound is so nice. I love it.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Things have slowed down a little bit. QBFY. I love how both him and Ridis had the same idea. Try to deny the rune. QBFY does get there first, thanks to the superior animation of QBFY's Muerta. Also, what a fun name to say. QBFY. I don't even know what it stands for. Probably something like really silly, right? Okay, somebody pause so I can go check on his player profile what the hell this name means. Queen of Pain gonna get zoned back to the base here. I mean, she does have some raindrops, but just go home. Go home, heal up. Perhaps go bottom with the Sonic Wave being available. Boom. Gonna eat a dagger towards his name. You saying the correct pronunciation is QBF? Then what's the Y for?
Radiant are scanning. Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
QBF. Q. Listen, that I don't even know what that is, gang. I'm gonna have to learn this in person. Oh, Q-buff. Ah, I see. Q-buff. No, I don't like that. I don't like that. QBFY is much more fun to say. Listen, it's not the first time that I've just arbitrarily renamed a player because it felt more comfortable to say. So, unfortunately, he's gonna fall for this as well. He's QBFY until further notice. You're fucking with me? Even if you weren't, he's still QBFY. Doesn't matter. Even if you were the actual player, I would tell you to your face. Sorry, gang. What can you do? Down bottom. Boom, getting gone on, but there's no lasso just yet from Ridis. So there's absolutely no way to cancel out the TP. But it does open up some space for the PA to farm for free. They could actually smoke. Because they're about to finish a creep wave here, right? This should give enough experience for Ridis to get level 6. Could do... Oh, never mind. Goddamn innate. Sigh. Really a stupid innate. Really a stupid innate. At least have it be a facet, not an innate, bro. Holy base. Well, that's going to kill the dreams of going for a smoke here. Instead, PMA might make his way towards middle, hoping for an engagement. Sadly, Sanctity picks up an invis rune, so that's not going to happen. Also, Tempest on Dota. How much Dota do you watch a day? I've basically seen you on like every stream that we've been covering this tournament. My god. Bottom, Fissure, nicely done. Pushing back, boom, he's dead for sure. They hold him in place with the lasso. Nico doesn't have to commit the Sonic Wave. Good job. First big movement from this Queen of Pain. She's gonna stick around as well. Try and get this tier 1 tower taken. And perhaps even deploy the Sonic Wave somewhere. Enigma is gonna port in behind the tree. Kaori does have Black Hole. His allies are coming in. Toss forward by Sanctity. They toss him onto the PA, but she does manage to get back with the Phantom Strike. Fissure also holds this Enigma at arm's length. Kaori actually, I don't know about this chase. He's really low on the HP. Like a Sonic Wave scream would kill him right now. So I don't know if you want to be this far forward. And I think he gets that realization. Eats a jelly, even has a salve to his name, but he should be fine. The team now can corral around the tier 1 tower and secure themselves the opening building of the game. The weakest enjoyer. Listen, it takes strength to just watch Dota instead of just devolving your life. Not even revolving, devolving your life around playing Dota. So that's not so bad. Nico. Heading top. They have an idea that Shad is in the vicinity. They saw him leaping around these creeps, but they don't have an easy way to reveal him. They're waiting for him to come down with the Primal Spring. PMA baiting a little bit with his life here, but it's too late. They're not going to be able to find him. And I believe this Observer Ward would have scouted the Queen of Pain's movements. She wasn't smoked. And they go back. They're going to just put pressure on the tower now. Heads up. God's strongest Yamsen hater? Why do you hate Yamsen? What did Yamsen do? What did Yamsen do, bro? After TI in Seattle, I got stuck with Yamsen at the airport. We're both going to like the same airport, and We were in TSA, the line, I believe, for 90 minutes. 90 minutes, I'm not even kidding. We're in the TSA line for 90 minutes. We ended up missing our flight. And we're there chilling together, waiting for the next one. It was an interesting experience, to be sure. As Redis might get caught here. They did catch some vision onto him. He's trying to escape, but Sanctity says no. Catches him with the blink dagger. They actually don't kill him just yet, but the final right click from Kaori will secure the deal, making sure that the hero does fall. He's too normal of a person. Oh man, he is a very cool, chilled, normal, you know, great guy. Does not have the pathologies of somebody like a Parker, for example.
Radiant structures are
But not all the best carry players are categorically insane, right?
under attack.
I mean, Mickey is not categorically insane. Pretty chilled guy. P1 TI. Top lane, they blink away just before the avalanche arrives. Zayax will cover them with the fissure to make sure they can retreat. Kaori wanting to chase, already popped the drum charge, but they don't catch anybody. They're gonna try and come into the triangle right now. Dire scan does connect. Sanctity does get tossed into the black hole. They've already used the fissure, but the Dawnbreaker ult also connects. They make sure that Got the Juice does die. PMA was coming in with the Rolling Thunder. Unfortunately, there's a calling. There's too much on the ground. There's a cancellation of the Dawnbreaker ult. Fissure, long range. Oh, it's not a fissure. It's a Boundless Strike. Looks like a fissure, for a second at least. Well, Na'Vi
Radiant's top tower
now
is
pressing the momentum. Here they are. Tier 1 tower in the top lane being sieged upon after they've already taken mid and bottom. This early game is looking bombastic by their lineup.
Radiant's top tower has fallen.
Please cast Nigma Finals? I mean, there's like a bajillion people doing the Nigma Finals game. Nobody's doing this final. I mean, right now, you know, Nomad, Gork, both of them are doing the same final. But I believe I'm the only person giving grace towards the Na'Vi lineup, so this to me will be more important. Batrider gets caught, tossed back in towards the rest of Na'Vi, and they will be able to kill him. Man, they are not stopping. They're just playing constantly on this side of the map. Even this Monkey King. Like, he's been involved in a couple of these frays. He might need to come back, though, because Got the Juice just assassinates Kaori. They might still want to take this fight. Big Sonic Wave pushes these heroes back away from Got the Juice. Are you fucking kidding me? No! No! Not right now, dude. Not right now. Are you kidding me? Oh. Alright, it's been happening the whole day, y'all, that for whatever reason, I've been losing connection to the Eastern European server. Oh man, during a critical engagement. Are you insane, bro? Slide. Alright. No worries, no worries. We'll be back in just a second. We'll be back in just a moment. We just have to watch another game and then come back. Yeah. I'm in South Africa right now. I'm at the crib. I am home in South Africa. Sigh. No, I don't want to have to restart the game. Please don't make me restart the game, bro. Please don't make me restart the game. Please. Dota, Gaben, be kind to me. Be kind to me. Yep, I'm gonna have to restart. Oh, wait, no. Let's see. Hey, all right, we'll be good. Okay. We will have missed a very interesting fight, unfortunately. Nothing we can really do about that. Okay, but we're back. We're in. We're Gucci. So what? Since that fight transpired, it does seem like they obviously lost their supports. Haven't been able to move that much further on the map. They seem to have bounced them away a little bit. PMA getting closer towards his Blink Dagger. Got the Juice. Okay, so the build this day is going to be the BKB SNY. Alright. Niku, not that far away from having the Kaya. On the other side, how far are they, BKBs? Shad just needs to finish 2,000 gold away from having it. So still needs some time. And boom, 800 gold away from having Aghanim Scepter. So that'll feel really good. In tandem with the Wukong's command, that can be so nice. I also love how they're utilizing this black hole. Sanctity just tossing Kaori forward. So Kaori will never really feel like he's too far away from the fight, but still opts to pick up the Blink Dagger right after the Drums of Insight. Drums of Endurance. It's not Pipe of Insight. Drums of Endurance. Endure, Master Wayne. Blink Dagger now for the Pangolier. The patented PA build. PMA goes Blink Dagger, Mage Slayer, Aghanims practically every game now when he plays his Pangolier. Na'Vi, honestly, are in an excellent position right now. Because this Enigma is still being uncontested. He's practically playing like a jungle. So maybe actually, in retrospect, it should have made a lot more sense why you can go 5 Enigma. People are playing 5 Venom Monster, right? Similar dynamic. You can just dip into the jungle when you're not playing with your team. Farm up immensely, keep these waves pushed in. Seems to be working right now. Redis. They need to smoke and do something because they have a Blink Dagger now on this Bat Rider. No point getting this item and not deploying it aggressively wherever you can. They're waiting to see who's going to show middle because Na'Vi also want to deploy items. Sanctity jumps in onto Queen of Pain. Queen of Pain almost dead. Fissure not going to save her. She ends up going down. And now, oh no, they do get the lasso out onto Kaori. They want to kill him before the Solar Guardian comes in. The Guardian does come down though. It's not enough heal just yet. He still ends up dead. In the meantime, Shad drops the Wukong's command, but they all just leave outside of it. Sanctity instead is on danger down bottom. There will be an Echo Slam to try and hold him in position, but got the juice. He jumped away. They need him to kill Sanctity. They don't have the damage without the PA. Now he returns into the fray. But it will end up with at least another death against them as PMA does go down. Shad trying to chase after Redis now. Will be able to catch up to him. And all that's left has got the juice. They need this PA. Does manage to leap away to the creep wave. Deadshot doesn't connect. Got the juice. Will be allowed to live in the end. But why did he leave the fight? Oh, I think he got tossed away. That's the only explanation. He got tossed away. Couldn't finish the fight. And that's the only reason why Sanctity lived for so damn long. Hey, just in time. What's up, gang? You are just in time to watch Game 4 of this grand final, where Na'Vi Jr., they're one game away, but honestly, they're being outplayed by Na'Vi. This is going to be a really cool thing for them to claim, though, if they can sneak this Roche. Does seem Na'Vi has awareness that something like this might be happening, because they're bringing the whole complement down bottom. It's only Niku that's showing top, but he needs to port to the outpost ASAP, like right now. Indeed, he makes that move. Roshan, very close to dying. Almost there, almost there. Can they actually get it? Lasso, they find Boom on his Dawnbreaker, but they can't kill him in time. And look at PMA! He's stuck. Kaori goes into the pit and picks up the Aegis, even kills the Roche. Got the juice, needs to get out of here. Stunned up by the Dawnbreaker. He blinks forward into a Wukong's command. Not going to be able to get out because Sanctity finds him with the Avalanche toss. Got the juice is dead. Zayax is going to follow him and they toss back Niku. This Queen of Pain is going to be allowed to escape for now, but 3 seconds away from the Avalanche. Deadshot misses, but she does have the blink. She's fine for now. Kaori has blink Malefice in 2 seconds, but she has blink in 1, so she's out. Nonetheless, Kaori somehow managed to steal that Aegis, take the Roche as well. They just turned that entire team fight around. Man, if Nico was there before, maybe they get the Aegis first, but just took too long for him to arrive.
Is under attack.
What you don't see can most certainly hurt you.
Oh man. Would I ever move? Absolutely. Nah, there's a possibility, but 99% not. I love this country. Listen, there's a lot of rough shit in South Africa. Largely crime is our primary problem. Crime and like government corruption, but there aren't any people like in South Africa. And there's not as... South Africa is the best place in the world, honestly. Got the juice. He's gonna, in his dreams, be visiting South Africa. He'll have time to look up some travel plans because he gets sent to the fountain. Well, he's gonna have to make a booking for 3 because Niku, as he walks away, just watches PMA and Ridis join him in the fountain. Niku is still gonna chill, doing his thing, but probably gonna end up dead. He gets caught out. Well, it turns out you're gonna have to make travel plans for all 5 because they also found Zayax elsewhere on the map. Na'Vi. Making sure that Na'Vi Jr. remembers who has the Junior in their team tag, baby.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
That was some of my best work. That was some of my best work.
Tower is under attack.
Let's actually check. I'm curious. Let's sound off. How many South Africans in chat? Obviously, Justin is South African, you know. But who else is from the great land that's with me right now? As Ridis, unfortunately, Plants Award has to watch it immediately get dewarded. They do get their Tommy. It's unfortunate that Ridis is the one to get it. Who would realistically... I mean, it would have been much better on the Earthshaker. Much, much better.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Hey, two of the countrymen here. Well... Zayax dead, Ridis dead. Oh my god, Sanctity, relax, brother. You do know that it's only a game, right? You are aware of this. This is a video game, my friend. You're supposed to be having fun. Not supposed to be terrorizing the opposition. Oh my goodness. PMA gonna roll himself out. The fact that he has to keep committing this just to stay alive tells us everything about this. Dude, don't scare me like that, PMA. I know you wanted those Hellbears, but it's not worth your life. Sanctity was closing the gap, but doesn't find him yet. Man, Sanctity is on their asses like they owe him money. This guy just so oppressive on the map right now. Involved in 14 kills. Most of anybody. A surprising amount of kills involvement for Kaori though. Kaori's had an incredible game on this Enigma. He's actually catching up in net worth to the Queen of Pain. And unfortunately, we are at the point of the game that I like to talk about with Queen of Pain, where she's going to spend the rest of the game doing absolutely fuck all. Ridis will end up dead here. But yeah, this Quap... Dude, I hate this hero, honestly. I think this hero is just so bad. Like, what is she really going to do for the rest of this game? Even after she gets the Aghanim Scepter, who on Na'Vi is scared of this? There's a BKB on Shad already, right? There is going to be Boom. Like, it's not about like the damage that you get from the Aghanim Scepter, right? It's the fact that because it's still your magic damage, BKB on Shad, there will be a BKB at some point on this Dawnbreaker. Enigma's also gonna get one. Tiny gonna get one after his Echo Saber. And even if they don't get those BKBs, let's assume they don't, right? One Dawnbreaker heal, and everybody's Gucci. Yo, Cape Town is lit. Especially as a tourist, I wouldn't want to live in Cape Town personally. Whenever I stay there, it's like, I still do miss home. But as just to visit and be a tourist in Cape Town, that place is lit. Zayax able to TP home, at least. Buying some space and time. Going for the Glimmer Cape next. And how's our PA doing? Got the juice. Has the... Wait, what's coming in right now? What the hell? How did these heroes die so quickly? I literally just see their HP pools move and they're dead the next second? Whoa. This game is tough, gang. This game is tough, gang. This one. Yeah, it's a tough one for Na'Vi Jr. I'm not that surprised, though, with Queen of Pain being your mid laner to open up the space. She's just, you know, bad at it. This is a bad... Not even bad at it. Just a bad hero, in my opinion. I think there are a couple of players who can make it work, but that's one of those situations, sort of like GH Io. Io is a terrible hero. It just so happens GH is so good at the hero, he can make it acceptable. So if your name is not Somnus, don't play Queen of Pain right now.
Dire are scanning.
Dire side, pick up a Wisdom Rune for Sanctity. About to hit level 20, not far away. And with this build, it could actually be either way. No toss target. Very useful to throw in Kaori. Or just get the additional damage. Either or is great. Now he can start building into his BKB. Oh boy. He might not. Okay, no way. They need to get out of here. They need to be careful. They don't have any vision on the map defensively as well for the side of the Radiant. That's why they need to get some wards out. But sadly, Zayax, as he does this, might end up giving up his life. He does get scouted. But Sanctity didn't know who's behind him. The reason Sanctity didn't jump him is because Sanctity has the gem. You can't take the risk of dying and giving it up. So he's like, it's fine. Let the Earthshaker live. Got the juice, trying to angle towards having an MKB. They need to get past this mischance of the Dawnbreaker ultimate. I have seen other PAs opt instead to go for Bloodthorn.
Radiant's top tower is under
However, that's just way too far away.
Radiant's top tower has fallen.
I want you to consider just how mobile Navi's lineup is right now. Blink Dagger on the Enigma, Blink just arrived for the Muerta, Blink Dagger on the Tiny, the full ultimate of the Solar Guardian from the Dawnbreaker, and of course the Simian Stride from Monkey. And the thing is, looking at this Radiant draft, we spoke about this earlier. What's their lockdown? Zyx and Redis, but it's really hard to get onto these heroes before they get onto you. PMA is going for the Aghanim Scepter next. He's been trying to build this one up, but just keeps dying. But his team now feel confident enough that they're going to smoke up. They have the Aghanim Scepter on the Queen of Pain, so they feel like they have this big Shadow Strike damage. Solar Guardian. Ah! What an innate! That's so annoying. Now they know that they're being smoke ganked. The gank is over. What a silly innate. It's like, why does a hero need this? What the hell, dude?
Radiant are scanning.
Smoke up by Na'Vi now, as they want to exploit the timing left in between the holes of the initiation. Sanctity finds the Earthshaker. Easy solo kill with the amplified damage rune. And they're heading towards the north. They see the PA. She's going to run north, right? And she doesn't have TP for 15 seconds. Gang, she doesn't have TP. Right now, she does not have TP. Gang! Gang! Oh no! They found her. She does have BKB, but she cannot TP out. Kaori right here with the black hole. Not even going to wait for the TP attempt. Just with QBFY and Kaori, it's more than enough to kill this Phantom Assassin. The two enemy supports pop their ultimates, and your BKB no longer matters. Shadow is just there for emotional support to cheer his boys on. Oh boy. All right. So, it looks like we're having game 5, ladies and gentlemen. Yo, they're getting cooked, bruh. Yeah, this feels like a reverse sweep. The part of the problem, I noticed this problem in game 3, that Na'Vi Jr. is really bad at dealing with adversity.
Bottom tower is
When
under
things not going against them, they seem to struggle to adjust within the game. And also, you can just feel that their concentration levels, the execution is getting sloppier and sloppier as this day goes on. Unfortunately, we have to factor in fatigue for them. Currently, this is their, what, 5th or 6th game of the day.
Radiant's bottom
If they go into the next one, it'll be the full 7th. They've been up for a long, long time, playing some high-stakes games. Na'Vi, they are falling into their groove. 18k net worth lead in their favor. 12 levels of experience. Whew! That's a lot. Now they smoke up on the side of Na'Vi Jr. Hoping to catch somebody, but... You know, there was that point in game 1 where they were winning and were trying to make moves on the map, but they were being almost perfectly read by Na'Vi. Feels like it's happening again. They need... This can't fail. They have to get something here.
Radiant are
And they
scanning.
maybe find Kaori, but nope, they do not. He goes north, they go south. More time wasted by them. And the thing is, they don't take Roshan enough to quickly sneak it before Na'Vi are fully aware. And now, Na'Vi might decide to come and contest this Roshan. So not an inconsequential one. Sitting with the Roshan's banner that they could use to push high ground. Oh, their observer sees the smoke. They know where this fight is. Shad going back to the back line, was looking for an opportunity to Wukong, but he does get caught the lasso. Unfortunately, Raiders cannot pin him down. He does end up losing his life on the Batrider. The Sonic Wave with the Wukong's command being committed from the low ground. Shad able to just bring down Got the Juice. Sonic Wave did nothing, nor does the Shadow Strike. Oh, Shad on an ultra kill. He's the guy that got caught out first in this fight, but he's the one that finishes it. GG, well played is called. We are going to game 5. Na'Vi draw up the series. Hey, yeah, nah. Boys and girls, bruh. Nah. Yo, Na'Vi seem pissed. Like Na'Vi Senior, they seem very unhappy about the way that this game has unfolded. So they're like, alright, gang. You think you hot, nah? Alright. Cool. Let's play. Oof, man, this was a tough one. If I'm honest. Yeah. I don't even know what to say about this game, guys. They got cooked so hard. They had like nothing. They were just getting cooked in every fashion. Everything went wrong. Like everything, right? So the lanes went to absolute shit. Yes, they did manage to find some kills with the PA, you know. The PA that Batrider was doing well at the beginning, all right? Other side of the map, not so hot because Monkey King got way too much out of that lane. Mid was, you know, Queen of Pain, Tiny. Tiny was losing at the beginning, starts to level up a little bit. But here's where the game changes. Let me show you. Sanctity, where you at? Right here. Game changes. Because not only did they have the blink, they had the blink plus the drums. And they were moving together, these two heroes, able to just be on the map. Muerta starts to join in. And they just never stopped. They were always on the enemy side of the map. Na'Vi just didn't have a way to play against it. Also, Queen of Pain. Get this out of my game. I don't want to see this again. I'm really hoping they don't play another Queen of Pain. That was... yeah, I don't know, man. That hero just doesn't do anything. It doesn't do anything unless it's dominating. If it's dominating, or like dominating, right? Then the hero can really look amazing, but it's too volatile. If that doesn't happen, what does the hero really provide for you? You know, how many Sonic Waves did we see? I mean, look at this, right? Highest damage dealt in his team, 18,000, right? By far, by quite some margin, by far the most damage dealt in his team, but also only 5 kill involvements and 0 kills for himself. That doesn't sound right. It doesn't make sense, but it's like, yeah, it's Queen of Pain, man. She'll hurt these heroes, but then they just look at you like, okay, you know, Dawnbreaker presses R, comes right back in. Monkey King presses Q, excuse me, with the Boundless after getting the Jingu stacks. Okay, I don't really care. Yeah, I don't know. I didn't like this draft when I saw it from Na'Vi Jr. Or at least I didn't like it at the end with this Queen of Pain. I think with the Puck would have been a great hero here. Because the thing is, they also were struggling with one thing. Let's say you're losing a game, right? You get jumped on. You need to have some kind of mechanism to create separation between you and your opponent. If I'm playing like some, you know, some lifestealer, excuse me, some, which hero was I gonna mention? Okay, did I have Earthshaker? My brain just broke for a second. If they were playing the hero that I wanted them to play, the Puck, they can drop the Dream Coil, separate that way. They have the Fissure already. They tried to use that for separation, and they tried to use the Flame Break for separation, but look at these heroes, again, the mobility of these heroes, right? Who here cares about Fissure? It's annoying, yes, but we can still toss somebody onto it that you get slowed enough that we catch up regardless. Monkey King can still catch up. At least if we have like a Puck, you can't bypass that area. Your Dream Coil, you stop, we leave, we can figure something out. But nah, this Queen of Pain is just trash, bro. I don't know. I don't want to see this ever again. Terrible hero. Anyway, because of this terrible hero, Na'Vi Jr. staked the entire tournament lives on the Queen of Pain. They lost that gamble, so now they only have one shot left. Game 5 is going to be coming soon. No matter who wins, that team is going to be the one that qualifies to PGL Wallachia Season 4. So let's find out how Game 5 goes as we go to a short break. In the meantime, make sure you're following the channel, make sure you are subscribed, and make sure you're here with some fresh water in your hand, fresh air in your lungs, and fresh eyes ready to witness the grand finals of the qualifiers.
Can't imagine how I'm feeling. I can't admit it to myself. So where will I even begin? You can't admit you to understand. You can't admit you to understand. You can't admit you to understand. So where will I even begin? You can't admit you to understand. You can't admit you to understand. You can't admit you to understand. So where will I even begin? You can't admit you to understand. You can't admit you to understand. You can't admit you to understand. So where will I even begin? Can't admit you to understand. You can't admit you to understand. You can't admit you to understand. So where will I even begin? You can't admit you to understand. You can't admit you to understand. You can't imagine how I'm feeling. I can't admit it to myself. You can't admit you to understand. You can't admit you to understand. So where will I even begin? You can't admit you to understand. You can't admit you to understand. You can't admit you to understand. So where will I even begin? You can't admit you to understand. You can't imagine how I'm feeling. You to understand. You can't admit you to understand. You can't admit you to understand. So where will I even begin? You can't admit you to understand. You can't admit you to understand. You can't imagine how I'm feeling. I can't admit it to
There used to be a great tower alone on the sea. You became the light on the dark side of me. What's up, y'all? We are back. The final game, Game 5. We are live. We're waiting on Jukes and the Jazz as we see who's going to make it all the way to PGL Wallachia Season 4 and who's going to just sit at home waiting for another opportunity for a different tournament in the future. So far, Navi Jr. started off red hot. Like red hot. They came through, laid down the challenge, showed what they're capable of, took the first 2 games in extremely fast fashion, but whew, since then it has looked a little bit rough. Navi have kicked up the pace. They found their groove. They're finding some real consistency in how they move across the map as a unit. So Navi, man, for Navi Jr., they're gonna have to figure something out. So they do get the Zyx bounty, so that is one of his specialty heroes that he often deploys when he's in a do or die situation, which is where Navi Jr. are right now. It says do or die. You lose here, doesn't matter how many games you won coming into the matchup, you're done. It's over. It's finished. So let us figure out exactly what's gonna happen here. Salazar, listen, we are delayed right now, right? We are delayed. I hope for your sake that you're not spoiling what Niku's gonna be playing in the mid lane, because if what you're saying to me right now is a spoiler, I'll time you out. You didn't know the rules, but here on this channel, okay, I'm banning you, bro. Sorry. Yeah, you're banned. Sorry. Okay, I'll be nice. I'll time you out. I'll time you out for now. No spoilers on this channel. None. For whatever reason. I don't care why. I don't care what the reason is. No spoilers. So behave, go think about what you've done, come back in a couple minutes and see if you're prepared to just join us in camaraderie as we just simply enjoy the final game together. That's all we want to do.
10 seconds.
Navi Jr., they found themselves with the Bounty Hunter after Navi proper opened up with the Monkey King. We had Nyx, Invoker, PA, Pugna, Lifestealer bans by Navi, Alchemist, Phoenix, Bristleback, Dawn, and Doom taken out by Navi Jr. They get themselves the Warlock, so who is going to be the carry that they pair this with? They can go for the Gyro, they can go for the Medusa. We've seen some Lifestealer quite a lot today from Got the Juice. But I'm not that happy about a Lifestealer into the Monkey King. Unless you want to play Ursa. Ursa into Monkey I think is pretty solid. But it's just going to be the Bat. Okay, Bat for now. Let's see. They could lane this with the Monkey King. Feels pretty solid as a lane. Also, Bat Rider, one of those heroes that can drag Monkey out of his Wukongs. Unlikely that Navi Jr. would have picked it anyway, given that they already have their support duo. But I like that Navi Jr., these kind of heroes, Monkey Bat, you know that because they picked the Bounty Hunter, they want to be playing actively and quickly on the map. You need to pick heroes that can respond early on. And this is actually perfect. Muerta is amazing here. Already good with Bat Rider and Monkey King. But also really great against like these kind of lineups that are trying to go pick people off, because you could also move extremely quickly. I mean, look at the pace that they have, Navi. Bat, Muerta, Monkey. Holy base.
5 seconds remaining.
Navi Jr.
Radiant team picked Diet.
do get that Gyro, not too surprised. And the Beastmaster. Alright. Gyro Beast. I like Gyro, obviously, with the Warlock. Y'all have heard me, you know, pontificate heavily on this Gyro with the Warlock. Also with the Beastmaster backing him up, giving him some attack speed,
10 seconds.
giving them some bigger damage from the Drums of Slom deeper in the game.
5 seconds.
Not the best lane, him and Bounty, but they can provide some kill threat if somebody steps out of position.
Team back.
Oh my gosh, is that Fwiffle? Big Gary, what's up, gang? What's up, gang? Long time no see. How you doing, OG? Happy New Year. Happy New Year, fam. I wish you were here earlier today because there were a couple of Disruptor games that were being played, and I was like, man,
10 seconds.
if you were here for those, you'd have been so gassed.
5 seconds.
Navi come back for the Medusa onto Shad. Not as much protection as she had in the previous game, but they still have so many ways of creating distance between her and the rest of the lineup. She can sit inside the Wukong. Wukong stone gaze, you can't really approach the Medusa. She just stone gazes or a flame break, a dead shot. Hell, she can just stand inside the calling without even using the stone gaze. And she is protected in that fashion. And now V, they don't have reach. Look at their lineup. It's so static. Not static, but like it takes time to get to their targets. Beastmaster can potentially buy the Blink Dagger, but he's kind of the only one. I don't know. We'll see.
Radiant team back.
Hey, you caught some of it. I'm glad. Navi now. They will round out their draft with an offlaner, right? There's no way that the monkey is going offlane.
10 seconds remaining.
So what does Boom want to play here? His Dawn is gone, his Primal is gone, his Night Stalker is gone, his Doom is gone. His Timber is still in the game. And I feel like all they really need for themselves right now for Navi is heroes that just stand in front of the Medusa. And then you just walk at them as this big ass ball and dare them to do something. So I like Timber for them. I would not mind seeing Centaur, but I think Timber is the main one that I really want to see. Perhaps Slaughter, actually.
Remaining.
Slaughter wouldn't be too bad. Get the Corrosive Haze out onto the Bounty Hunter so you have constant vision of where he's at. Even putting like the Corrosive Haze on Gyrocopter with the Medusa hitting, that would certainly make a difference. Bro, remember how many times did we run Disruptor Razor back in the day? Yo, we played that way too much, actually. Way too much. By the way, anybody who doesn't know, this homie here, Fwifo,
Team pick.
Jack here. Yo, bro, the Jack. Jesus Christ. This is one of my former teammates from way back in the day. We used to play together. It was fun times. Playing with Fwifo was great because even when we'd lose, and I'd be getting very emotional, you know, want to talk a lot of trash, he'd always be able to bring down the temperature.
5 seconds remaining.
To round out this draft, Navi did ban out the Queen of Pain as well as the Huskar.
Radiant team.
And now they get the Centaur. Okay, I did say I wouldn't mind Centaur, and indeed it is going to be the Centaur. You know, sometimes it feels good when you're like, oh, a team should do this, then they do it. You're just like, hey. Bro, I turn 33 in 2 months. Damn. Oh, I'm so old. We're getting on in the years, gang. We're getting on. We should actually have like a Dota marathon for your 40th birthday. Enter some battle cup. Navi Jr. Who do we put mid? I still like Puck. Ember Spirit's not bad. Grimstroke. Alrighty. Because it is Grimstroke, that gives us confirmation that our man from earlier today was indeed spoiling. So, unfortunately, you are going to be banned. You are going to be banned. What is the person's name, actually? Where's his name? Where's his name? I'm not in the mood today. Salazar. Sorry, you're banned. Never again will you be able to chat in this chat. No spoilers. Bye-bye. So, there's a couple of good things or interesting things that are happening in this draft with this last pick, Grimstroke. So, if you buy the Aghanim Scepter, you get the Medusa form, and you get like a really good illusion. Probably one of the best ones you can get as the Grimstroke. If you have access to this, this young, what's the W called again? The not Stroke of Fate, not Inkswell, not the other one. Inkswell, that's what I mean. Yeah. Inkswell can be pretty decent here in this game. Phantom's Embrace could be very annoying for Sanctity, Shad. All of these heroes do not want to really be silenced. I don't know though. I don't know. I haven't seen a core Grimstroke in quite a while. I don't know how it functions in this meta with the facets. I've seen it before the facets were introduced, where you just play with like some seemingly strong spells early. In this game, you don't have the best Inkswell carriers. Who actually carries the Inkswell well? Maybe you give it to the Beastmaster. He blinks in, gets the Roar. If he gets stunned, you trigger the Inkswell, immediately get the Dispel. So you are going to have to buy the Aghanim Shard. But I have a feeling that this is largely about the Aghanims onto this Medusa. They saw what Shad was able to do in the previous game, so they're like, well, if you can't beat him, join him. Okay, what do y'all think? Let me know. We've got some channel points available. Open up your bets, put your channel points on the line. Predict for me who do you believe is going to win this 5th and decisive game between Navi and Navi Jr. For those of you watching on YouTube, well, just let me know in chat. Who do you believe is going to win? A power that you know, that's how you know that, like, you can be trusted with power. If you know you shouldn't be, then it's fine. Ash Kashmir there on YouTube. Me, I play carry. I play carry these days. I've played carry for most of my Dota career. Every now and then I've switched it up. I've played 4 before. Wasn't like I was okay at 4. I was much better as a 5 if I'm playing support. And then I was actually pretty good at off lane, but where my heart lies is in the safe lane.
The battle begins.
Yeah, when I played with Gary, he was playing 4. That's why. Oh man, that was such good times, man. I really miss those days. Unfortunately, we do not have time for nostalgia right now because we have to witness a grand final. The little brother started out really strong, got the lick back from last night, but turns out Big Brother's bag is really, really deep. And as they've been expanding it, little bro's been struggling to keep up. Lane logic as in, you're the only person I would play with that, like, would get angry at me for not diving underneath a tier 1 tower to kill somebody. That was good times, man. I really want to see how Niku is gonna find himself operating in this mid lane. I actually think that this Grimstroke matchup should be pretty decent into the monkey. You don't have super long cooldowns. You went for the fine art facet,
Radiant's courier
so
has been killed.
we'll always be able to ensure that the damage lands onto the Monkey King. We shall see how this goes for Nico. Other side of the map, let's see what those lanes look like. Nice dodge on the Stroke of Fate though. Good job. Ridis playing on his Warlock with the Got the Juice Gyrocopter. Incredible lane. Genuinely incredible. Starts to become... At first it's strong, but it becomes silly at level 3. Like silly. Crazy insane strong. Once you get this second point into the Shadow Word with that 1 point Fatal Bonds. Like imagine if they had Shadow Word right now. You drop it onto Boom, he just dies. Heads up. Well, with the second point, I mean. For now, he'll still be okay. By the way, in case y'all think I'm joking, he wants... The only time I can remember us having any kind of friction when we're laning together is when I didn't dive. And he's like, dude, look how low they are. What are you doing? Oh, man. I really miss playing with you, bro. Other side of the map, Zayat's on his Bounty Hunter. Obviously not going to be able to do too much, except for just drag in this creep wave. Make sure that it meets PMA behind the tower. And they're actually going to put a little bit of damage onto Kaori. Not nearly enough to kill, just enough to remind him that you don't really belong here, bro. Probably gotta go somewhere else. Unfortunately, because of these mechanics, it does mean that Shad is completely freely farming on this Medusa. Hasn't gotten all the CS just yet, but it will come. Let's see who's gonna win this Lotus trade. Goes the way of the bounty. Nice. Nice. On the other side, it was indeed snagged up by Ridis. Just making sure that Got the Juice is having as good a time as possible. This gyro is gonna be huge. Actually, if you have the gyrocopter get super big, right? The later this game goes, the scarier things become, because then you're not just dealing with a super farmed gyrocopter, you're dealing with your own farmed Medusa as well. Thanks to this ultimate with the Aghanims from Niku. I also think that one thing that we didn't really talk about, the Soulbind in this game, amazing against Stampede. One of the best spells against the Stampede spell in the game. Also can be pretty solid against Bat Riders if you can find them. Speaking of the bats, he's going bottom. He wants to try and get the kill onto Got the Juice. Got the Juice overextended. Oh no, he was looking for the first blood. Doesn't find it. To make matters worse, Kaori found the flame break, but they don't have a cancel. Dead shot on cooldown, and so is the hoof stomp. But nonetheless, the important thing happens, killing the gyrocopter and giving the first blood gold towards Boom on his centaur. Yes, it gives everyone haste, but you have to all be running in the same direction. So let's say you're running north, somebody is running east. It doesn't work in that way. Boom. Will eat a lot of damage from the... Oh, that's what I was talking about. That Shadow Word with the Fatal Bonds. He actually almost died.
Dire's bottom
If Boom was closer with the Rocket Barrage, or Got the Juice was closer, he would have definitely gone down. Hell, even if QBFY gets Shadow Worded here, he could actually still die. Be careful, boys. Be careful. It just expires. Just expires. QBFY will die by himself. Boom. Very fortunate to be able to get himself away.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack. Dire's
Yeah, my rationale for doing... Whenever I do these kind of qualifier games, listen, I'll tell you now, right, that for me, I don't want to be a streamer. You know, I prefer to be at the event or casting the game directly. However, I do love the idea of Dota becoming more expansive, more people recognizing the new names on the come up,
are scanning.
finding out what the future of our scene looks like. And whenever there's games that aren't being covered by anybody, it sort of feels like it's incumbent upon me. If nobody else wants to do it, somebody has to. And we've gotten some new stars out of doing all of this, right? Now we know about Sanctity. Somewhat of a new name in the Na'Vi roster. He's been looking super solid. He actually might be dead though middle. Blood Grenade dropped on top of him. They have the Shadow Word out. Stroke of Fate in 1 second. Phantom's Embrace thrown in. Is he going to take out? No, he's fine. Not enough damage. Well, actually not enough mana. Nico ran out of it. Doesn't have a magic wand, so no way to give himself enough to throw out the stroke.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Exactly, Gary. Exactly, G. That's what's up. Do it for the culture sometimes, you know? It's like Lil Wayne dropping mixtapes back in the day. Not because he wanted to sell albums. Like, I have it for free. I just want y'all to know that the culture is thriving out here. What am I looking at in that picture? I took that picture. That was a media picture that I took. One of my homies. Actually, that was my first, like, it was a sort of unofficial media day.
Are scanning.
One of my homies hollered at me. He's like, yo, dog, come through. You need some new pictures. Let me put you on. And he really put me on. Gave me some fire. Kaori has his own fire on the ground, but unfortunately, it will not give him the wings that he needs. He will end up dead. It would be interesting if Bat Rider could only fly after dropping the Firefly first, so he gets like the updraft, so he can flap his wings, but... Nonetheless, we do add a quick kill on the Bat. Gyro comes back down to make sure that he drags the creep wave away from the tower, keeping the tower healthy. Good job. It is true that there is, at this moment in time, a lot of consistency in terms of the faces that you see at events. However, you must remember that at one point, those names were not consistent either, so nothing lasts forever. That'll change in time.
Radiant
Shad
structures are
getting surrounded right now. Primal Roar on top of him. Do they have the damage to bring him down? Trying to survive. Doesn't have access to the ultimate of the Stone Gaze. Did pop the Stampede to get himself away to safety, but still will end up dead. No calling on Earth will keep him alive after that onslaught. Meantime, the fight's not over. They came in with the rest of Na'Vi. Look at this backstab. They found the grabbing behind him. Niku does get the Soulbind out onto 2. It's going to be the Monkey King falling first. Kaori probably going to follow him into the grave. Stroke of Fate, long range. Niku secures that kill.
Radiant's
They
bottom
came in
tower
thinking, yeah, guys, we're going to backstab them, but it turns out that their knives were not long enough. They turn around on Na'Vi Jr., smack him in the face, and secure that team fight. Yeah, that's mid-Grim, Arceus. That's mid-Grim. That is mid-Grim stroke for Niku. I'm not surprised by this build. Aether Lens, Blink, and then Aghanims, I imagine. That's what it used to be before the facets. Seems like not much has changed. Yeah, the thing is, Gary, like what often happens is that because of how punishing the scene is generally towards newer faces, a lot of becoming big in the scene is due to attrition. You have to be able to somehow maintain your presence
Radiant's middle tower
for a
is
long time. Then you get your call up and you stay there, hopefully. I got my call up, but I seem to have fumbled the bag somehow. What can you do? We'll be back.
Dire are
I don't even know how I fumbled, but clearly I did.
Dire's top tower
Gyro
is under attack.
heads to the top lane now. Wants to try and play with his team, but also realizes that, I don't know, man. Actually, we don't really have a clean angle of initiation. We don't have the greatest vision. We've already got the tower, honestly, just because of Beastmaster Grim. So, that's good enough. So, Tier 1 tower gets taken down right now by Na'Vi Jr. And then PMA can start building in towards his Aghanim Scepter,
Tower has fallen.
which in this game, in tandem with the Fatal Bonds of Ridis, can really make a big impact. Speaking of Ridis, he TP's middle. He wants to try and catch up to Sanctity with the Chaotic Offering. Can he get there in time? No, he cannot. If he did, Sanctity would be dead right now. Niku? Oh, that's unfortunate. Having the haste rune stolen away right in front of his face. Anniversaries, I can guarantee you that that is a necessary but insufficient condition. I can tell you from direct experience. Necessary but insufficient. Sanctity. And I get scouted now by Zayat, who still doesn't have the level 6, but it's coming soon.
Is under attack. Dire's middle tower is under attack.
They have a Siege Dragon. They're putting in some pressure in this mid lane. The problem for Na'Vi is that they can't just jump headlong into Na'Vi Jr. They do have to be very wary of this Chaotic Offering with the level 2 Fatal Bonds. Overall, though, Na'Vi Jr. out-farming Na'Vi, coming out quite decently in these lanes. The mid lane went extremely well for this Grimstroke. In fact, it's the Monkey King that's struggling right now. And Monkey, whenever you play Monkey mid, it is so important that he's involved in the game as much as possible. Being involved in 2 kills at 10 minutes as Monkey doesn't feel like it's enough. But we'll see how things go as they smoke up right now. Heading towards the top side of the map. They want to kill Shad. They know there's nowhere else on the map he'd be. Not strong enough to take the triangle just yet. Kind of forced to form the Mighty Mines for now. And they see him. Can they jump him is the question. They know that PMA is already here and they're going for the full wrap. Zayax coming in from behind. Now he does have the level 6. They get the track out. And here they come. Chaotic Offering happily dropped down onto Shad. He does have Stone Gaze. Hasn't triggered it out just yet. In fact, they use the Stampede, rushing forward. Sanctity eats the Soul Bind alone, but nothing else is going down. They catch Niku and kill him. Immediately pounce upon Ridis as well. Zayat's doing his best to run away, but the Blood Grenade slows him down. Sanctity able to keep permanent vision thanks to this Primal Spring. And they don't have the cancel though. Deadshot not deployed. I think it just came back off cooldown and so did the Boundless. So he just TP's out to safety. He's Gucci. Okay, that fight makes sure that this game is not going to be a walkover. We've got a competition on our hands.
I come, and I command.
They... Gary, listen, the reason I cast so well with Lizard, me and him basically share a brain cell. Like, it's shocking how well I get along with him. Admir, that's my boy if he gets any bigger. That's my homie. What does it mean for an org if the junior team beats the main team? It means that your recruitment has been excellent. It's one thing if the main team loses to the junior team in like the first round of a tournament. If they're both in the grand finals and one wins over the other, what's the problem? I do not see the issue here. Down bottom. We do have a track out onto Boom. Similar to what we've seen throughout this series, it does feel like they definitely need this Blink Dagger to be available for Niku. Unfortunately, even if he does get Blink, Initiation on a Grimstroke is not an easy affair. They might even need a Blink Dagger onto PMA after he gets Ag's BKB. They still maintain the net worth lead overall for now because of how farmed the Gyro and the Beastmaster are. And of course, you do have Zayax with this Bounty Hunter, so you should be able to keep this kind of advantage, provided you're not like getting demolished in fights. Even trades, when you have a Bounty on your team, benefits your lineup more.
Dire's middle tower has fallen.
Also, one of the little things I love about Bounty, excellent counter to Monkey King. Normally, Monkey, especially with the Simian Stride, strives on being able to get on the backlines completely unnoticed, coming out of nowhere for the initiation. But if he's tracked, you know exactly where he's at, and the main playstyle of a mid Monkey King completely removed. It's one thing if it's a carry Monkey King, he doesn't really care that much, but if he's playing mid, as long as Zayax keeps tracking him, it does make the map a lot safer for everybody else. And that's why they still have so much map control on their side. In fact, they managed to even get a kill here.
Under attack.
Kaori, was he coming for the wisdom? Indeed he was. He did get it. Costs his life. In the grand scheme of things, it's probably still worth it. And PMA feels like the need for the Blink Dagger supersedes the need for a BKB. Gonna go directly into the item. Well, here we have a fight. Soulbind thrown out and they're trying to run themselves away. Niku throws in a big stroke of fate. Now they rush down with Got the Juice, able to bring down QBFY. Shad still standing, but is very low on the mana department. Only has 6-1 charges to his name. They get the kill on only the Muerta, surprisingly. By the way, did y'all see what happens to Soulbind and Stampede? That interaction? Until they're all going in the exact same direction, it was very difficult for them to get away. They would have been further back if they started moving omnidirectionally at the exact same time, or unidirectionally rather. Sanctity coming in, he's being tracked, so they know he's here. Goes on to Niku, Niku will throw in the Inkswell, and Sanctity just cannot find the catch. Zayax still throwing in these tracks on top of him. Look at these shuriken tossers bouncing around. Here comes a gyrocopter. Big calling is going to be dropped down, but he managed to still find the homing missile and the damage with his right clicks. They've ended up losing to make that 3. PMA on a killing spree, throwing in those axes from long range, baby. And the drums of Slum as well. So find ourselves losing 3 heroes for the side of Na'Vi. Why did they chase though, is what my question. Like, Sanctity was already tracked. He jumps. Like, I don't understand that play from Na'Vi. Almost like they panicked. What went down? Hey, my man G. That was so weird. Like, multiple heroes tracked. They first jumped in, then they jumped back together. Shuriken hits them all. What's crazy is that could have been worse. Unironically, QBFY saved that fight by dropping that calling, because Gyro didn't get off the rocket barrage, didn't get off the cooldown, only managed to get homing missile flak. If any of those other spells happened, whew, yeah, it's even worse. They smoke, will be scouted though, so as Na'Vi have vision of this coming towards them, should be able to easily and safely retreat to safety. There's a dead shot thrown in. I think it connected onto Ridis, but they find nothing. They will instead decide to begin sieging the tier 2 tower. Well, they actually decide to go for the full wrap. PMA is still insistent. He wants the... Dude, why are they outside the base? They know that they're here. This is so scary. Na'Vi, don't stress me like this, guys. Okay. Get to safety on their triangle where they have an observer ward. Maybe you're going to retake this outpost. It's fine. It's fine. I really thought the Medusa was just going to walk straight, but does decide to go safely onto the high ground.
Dire's middle tower is under attack. Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Cost Nigma after this from Mustang Butcher on YouTube. No, Gork is doing Nigma. Nomad is doing Nigma. If you want to watch Nigma, go watch Nomad. I'm doing games that other people aren't casting. There's multiple people doing the Nigma game. There's literally one person on planet Earth at the moment doing this game in English. That person is me, so gotta do it. Roshan gonna go down, gonna be taken away by Got the Juice, first ages of the game for the gyrocopter. But the real interesting part is look at this Niku.
Now the game's gonna start getting interesting. He's finished his Blink Dagger, of course, so he can start building into the E-Blade Aghanims. About to get some bonus gold now, thanks to Zayax. Shout out for the track gold, homie! Ayy! 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 Much appreciated. Rizzo, my name is Snare, if you do not know. As you can see, there's this thing right above where the items are that says Snare Costing, you know, right above that on the right-hand side. That's me.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Tier 2. Oh, what the hell? PMA just jumps high ground against this Grimstroke. They burst him down. Holy base. Okay, this Blink Dagger was genius. I know I was saying they need a Blink, but hot damn, I did not know it was going to be this impactful this quickly. He's already at 1300 gold after picking up this item like 2 minutes ago. The double blinks on him. Tier 2 tower will now fall in their favor. Na'Vi Jr.
Radiant's bottom tower.
They're out here, gang.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Turns out Sasuke might actually be able to hang with Itachi after all. Eesh, bruh. Honestly, there are times in my life I wish I didn't love Dota that much, if I'm honest. But I do. What can we do?
Is under attack.
I truly love this game, guys. I can't explain to you how much I love Dota. Kaori will find himself getting tracked up right now by Zayats. They do have a dust, but they need to kill him very quickly. If they don't, reinforcements are en route, and the reinforcements have arrived. PMA is here with axes out, and look at Sanctity trying to get away quickly. There's no Primal Roar to cancel this. And homing missile onto Kaori. He's gonna die. Track kill for Got the Juice. Additional gold for Na'Vi Jr. Oh my god. 10,000 net worth lead in favor of this team. I mean, look at this. You're killing Batrider, who's bottom 2 net worth, and you're getting 700 gold out of it. Track, what a spell. And that's level 1 track. There's about to be another track kill onto QBFY as they find PMA with the Primal Roar onto the Muerta. Easy kill. Dominating streak for the Beastmaster. Also on top of a Tormentor steal for Na'Vi Jr. They are just taking everything on the map right now.
Radiant's courier has been killed. Dire are scanning.
Also, I want you to think about the sustain problem that they have, right? Zayax has a full Guardian Greaves. They have access to the maxed out Shadow Word coming in from Redis. He also has Aghanim Shot, so we have some imps on the ground. Beastmaster has Drums of Slum. Gyrocopter, after picking up the data, this is going to come back for the Satanic for sure in this game. Also, one of the few Gyrocopter games where I actually don't mind this Hurricane Pike. You need a way away from the calling. You need a way out of Wukong's command. Hell, even just having a way to dodge the Gorgon's Grasp is very useful. So I like this Hurricane Pike quite a lot from Got the Juice. Mass Lasso coming in. Chaotic Offering, though, will interrupt this. Boom is right onto the Offering. They do kill Niku, though, but Boom is going to die for this, perhaps. No, he doesn't. Gets off the Stampede. He's going to survive. Zayax instead takes too much damage from Shad and will wind up dead from the Medusa. Buyback instantly from Niku, though. They want to try and come back on this fight. They need to get something. They need to make this buyback worthwhile. Got the Juice, able to catch up. There's the Soulbind. Double roll onto these heroes. They managed to bring down the Muerta. Shad, still alive though, managed to get off the Stone Gaze. Surviving on the high ground. Boom, ran interference with the Stomp, ensuring that Got the Juice could not chase for more. So this buyback actually ends up being a little bit wasteful from Niku. It does force a good fight. Oh no. Sanctity, okay. Does have a TP out. He's safe, he's good, he's alive, and he's out. Yo, Gary, you ever played that video game Arkham Knight? And then there's an Easter egg with Calendar Man, right? Well, actually, Calendar Man Easter eggs come in Arkham City, I believe, the second one. And there's a scene where Calendar Man is talking to Batman. He's like, I was there at your beginning. I will be there at your end. That's you about my Dota career. You really were there at the beginning. What a homie. Right now, this game is kind of snowballing out of control in favor of Na'Vi Jr. We're not at the critical no return point just yet. The thing is, there's two complications, right? Firstly, Na'Vi, they do still have Medusa. She is still eventually going to get items. She's struggling to get there fully just now, but her third item... It's crazy to think in game 1 at this point she had 4 items, but her third item is going to arrive soon. Unfortunately, by the time she feels ready to fight, we will have the Aghanims on the Grimstroke. That is a very scary prospect. Instead, Grimstroke, he's smoking up. They're going to head towards bottom. Boom. Does have a TP. Is he going to get out of dodge in time? Let's see how good the game sense is for the Centaur. Twin Gate. Don't farm. Don't farm. Don't farm. Don't do it. No, no. He farmed. He farmed. He's going to die. Zax is invis. But they're going the wrong direction. Going the wrong way. They do finally see Boom now. Oh, he blinked forward. Oh no, that's just bad luck. Inkswell would be there. Not even required. They cancel out the TP with the Shuriken. Easy kill onto Boom. And of course, it is now a level 2 track kill. Level 12 has been achieved by Zayats. So let's see how much gold was gained. Woo! A healthy 1,500 gold for a single kill. Not bad, not bad, not bad. Listen, y'all. Many people who have been watching Dota for many years, obviously, you know, they follow the big popular teams. The Enigmas, the Secrets, the Falcons, the Gamins, the Tundras, you know, these massive squads. But actually, let's use Gaming as an example. A couple years ago, Gaming was a bunch of unknowns. Only Quinn had, like, proper name recognition.
Radiant's top tower is under
Everybody else was still on the come up. Now we get to see a new crop of players here in Eastern Europe who, I assure you, names like Niku, names like PMA, I assure you, in a few years, will be household names in the Dota landscape. And GTJ on the high ground, pushing onto the tier 3 tower. Will lose out on a lot of HP, and there's a Soulbind with the Primal Roar. They get it out onto Sanctity as well as the Batrider. Both of them are gonna die here. On the backline of the fight, there was Fatal Bonds onto absolutely everybody. So look how much they're hurting. They weren't even the primary target, but Noob and Shad almost just straight up died.
Dire's structures are
With those heroes being removed from play, the racks are wide open. Here comes Na'Vi Jr. to secure their first lane for themselves. What can Na'Vi do about this? They've smoked up on the 3. Wanna try and find an engagement perhaps, but there's not much they can do. Ridis will just leave behind the Chaotic Offering. It's gonna soak up some damage, but create a pathway for everybody else to escape scot-free from that fight. Holy based. Holy based. Obviously, it's Fatal Bonds that did the most damage in that fight. 3,000 damage. Like, I'm telling y'all, Fatal Bonds, Drums of Slum, Gyrocopter. Whew! It's crazy. Na'Vi Jr. Listen, even if you are a junior, even if you are the little bro, even if you're a boy, at some point you become a man, and this might be the game. It's not like Na'Vi Jr. is not qualified for LANs before. However, if they win this game, it will be the first time in history that Na'Vi Jr. has defeated Na'Vi Senior.
Radiant's middle
It has never happened before. So if it happens now, we can officially say that Na'Vi Jr. have come into their own as a senior squad. But they still need to finish this off. Roshan up in 20 seconds. Gonna be on the dire side of the map, so they need to try and contest that. Na'Vi proper. Very keenly aware of this. So they know they need to play towards the north side. They cannot play into an Aegis right now. And they still need time for Shad. He does have the Aghanim Scepter. But there's so many items required. Like, just compare and contrast, right? He's got Skadi, Ags, Manta, Grove Bow. Not bad, not bad, not bad, not bad. How's our Gyro looking? Hurricane Pike, SNY, Satanic, Daedalus, Enchanted Quiver, and now an Aegis. Clearly a big difference.
Radiant are scanning.
Radiant scan around the Roshan pit to try and protect them, but Na'Vi don't have any interest. They still have to take a tier 1 mid. You're 30 minutes into a game, a Rain of Lax down, and you still are lacking a tier 1 in the mid lane. That is diabolical work. And here comes Na'Vi Jr. Feeling emboldened by the pickup of this Aegis. They're gonna try and break to high ground. Also, one of the few gyrocopters you'll see not have Aghanims at this stage of the game, but now a fight might happen. There's going to be a Soulbind double roar yet again. We have already lost the Grimstroke. Can they save this Medusa? She's trying to get out with the Stampede, but Boom just dies to keep her alive, and it might not even work. Homing Missile chases her ass down. It catches her out. She's lost all her mana. They just need a little bit of vision. PMA will provide it, not even hitting him. Killing him with Drums of Slom. I'm glad Zyx gets that kill because he deserves some flowers for this game. He has been doing the Lord's work on this bounty hunter. They open up the space. They find 4 kills. He's the one that dove high ground solo as the bounty. Initiated and made it work for them. And now here's Navi Jr. on the high ground once again.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
I say the high ground. They're not going for the racks. They're going for the jugular. And they're going to get it. Medusa gone for 40. She doesn't have buyback. And she doesn't have anywhere near the gold necessary to have it. So here they come. They also don't have Stampede. They don't have Wukongs. What can they do here?
Dire's middle tower
Boom. Coming forward. They do get the stomp out onto Zyx. But Zyx has a lot of HP. Forced off. Grim. Oh, there we go. Guardian Greaves still not even needed there as they jump in. Soulbind double roll. They've killed off 3 already. Boom, forced to buy back into this game. But he's done his job. He was supposed to create space for Medusa to respawn. He has done so. I'm not so sure it'll be a worthwhile endeavor, but it's the endeavor he was employed to do nonetheless, and he did it. Medusa is now back for one final hurrah. Can she do anything here? Shad throws in some damage towards Got the Juice, but he has the Hurricane Pike, pushes himself to safety. They're trying to open up the Ancients. QBFY almost dead. Gonna have to go back into the base. Shad trying to stand the ground against the Gyro, but Gyro's like, "Alright, gang, let's box. Let's see what's up." Eats the full Stone Gaze, is still alive, hasn't died just yet after popping the Satanic and healing himself back up. Batrider trying to get somebody with the lasso, ends up dead almost immediately. And they do get the Aegis, but now Got the Juice is back for round 2. Zayat, his game is definitely amazing at the moment. He can't die though because he did buy back. PMA goes on to Shad. They do find yet again the big Soulbind coming out of Niku. Sanctity tries to drop the final Wukong's command of the game, but he knows it is a moot effort. He dies. It's a triple. Navi throwing the towel. GG, well played is called. Navi fucking Junior going to PGL Wallachia. They take down the big brother. They make the comeback after a horrible game 4, and they demonstrate that today the boys have become men. Woo! That's that shit we do like, baby. That's that shit we do like. Let's fucking go. That was amazing. And they stomped them too. That's what makes it even more impressive, right? Because in game 1, they won clean, but there were like some shaky moments in the mid game. Game 2, they won clean. Very shaky moments. Very, very shaky moments in the late game. Game 3, they fell off a cliff. They lost. Game 4 was really bad. Like, it felt like Navi Jr. was just lost on the map. They didn't know what to do. They didn't know which angles to approach. They didn't know how to utilize their draft. But here in game 4, somebody came and was like, ship up, boys. Come on. We've been boys for too long. Time to become men. And they came through, man. Got the Juice, gets his gyrocopter with the Warlock combination. By the way, I never want to hear anybody ever contest me again if I say, let's pick Gyro, Warlock, Beastmaster. You just saw what this combination can do. However, as much as Gyrocopter built, well, didn't go Aghanim Scepter, right? Built for survivability, Hurricane Pike, SNY, Daedalus for some damage, and then the Satanic to keep alive. We saw in that last fight how well it worked out for him. He doesn't have to do all that damage, right? And the reason he doesn't have to do that much damage is not because there's a Beastmaster in the game also dealing damage, you know, throwing out some scepters with the drums, getting the blinks forward. That's great, right? It's not even because there's a Fatal Bonds that's enabling the Gyrocopter, which is usually the case, right? Of how Gyrocopter's able to excel. It's all because of this crazy motherfucker right here, Niku. What a call. What a call to come through and say, let us play this Grimstroke mid in this game. The crazy part, they picked this for the Aghanim Scepter, right? That was part of, well, there's two reasons. Soulbind combos with the rest of the team very, very well. You get double Fatal Bonds, double Roar, double Shuriken Toss, double Homing Missile. But they thought to themselves, when they get this Ags, the Medusa will be farmed, we'll get the Ags onto her, we're gonna crush her. Turned out not to be necessary. Like, this is crazy. You went Grimstroke, trying to get the Ags as fast as you can, but by the time you got the Ags, the game was already over. You were just owning that hard. His Blink Dagger purchase was amazing. I think Niku, the pick of the Grimstroke, I think changed everything. In terms of execution in the game, bro, it's gotta be PMA. PMA on this, yo, once he got this Blink, yo, Na'Vi could not play the map. Also, real major shout out to Zayax for finding so much vision and also ruining the monkey's game. Like we spoke about it in the game, about how you just track the monkey, all of a sudden he doesn't do anything from the mid lane because the way he's supposed to play from mid is as a backstabber, a surpriser. And there were a couple of fights where they still try to take a fight with Monkey King being tracked, quickly learned the error of their ways. And did we see after that a crazy engagement by Dire Secret Shop? Did we see Monkey try to start a fight again? No, not once. He was too scared off, he got conditioned. He's like, I can't do this, I'm cooked. The Medusa also realized that, hey guys, this game is tough, bruh. This game is tough, bruh. Tough. Also, I really like how they were able to combo like all of their spells together, waiting for the soul bind, then the double fatal bonds with drums of slum, double roll. My god, let's actually see what these damage numbers look like. It's actually not so bad. It's not so bad. It's mostly on the gyrocopter. I think this is obviously because the game was so short, only 31 minutes overall. About 32,000 damage from gyro. Yeah, played really well. Everybody played really well. So my hat goes off to them on the side here of Na'Vi Jr. for getting themselves into a LAN. Their first one of the year, obviously, after the shenanigans happened with ESL. Also, more importantly, getting to LANs is one thing. They've been to LANs before. Getting one over Na'Vi, right? The big team, the one where people are hired above your head, where you're supposed to be striving to be one day. Turns out you were there today. Nah, shout out Na'Vi Jr. They are cooking. They are cooking. I'm very glad I got to witness them do this. What a close game it was. Or close series up until the final game. The final game wasn't close. The final game was nowhere close. Nowhere close. Well, with that, ladies and gentlemen, we are now done. We are done. We are finished with this qualifier run. I believe at this point it's probably north of 40 hours that I've been casting this week. I'm cooked. I'm cooked, y'all. So I'm gonna make this preamble not as long as I usually do. So you know the basics. If you're here for the first time, if you haven't been around before, make sure if you're watching on YouTube that you hit that subscribe button. If you're watching on Twitch, hit that follow button. Hit the subscribe button anyway on Twitch if you would not mind getting us closer to our sub goal. Obviously, we had some really cool homies earlier today who massively helped in that regard. Corvi was out here making magic and making rain happen. That was pretty incredible. We shout out Not Cloud, who also subscribed earlier as well, which we really enjoyed. And if you obviously see, you know, if you want some extra cash in your back pocket and you want to communicate with a boy, donate to me, you'll see some links underneath the description to be able to head there onto the Patreon or onto the PayPal link. Hey, Beetroot Bomb! The Beetroot Bomb dropped the GG Bomb, came through with the gifted subs. All right, now that's a way to end the day. Shout out Beetroot Bomb. You know, I saw you for the first time the other day, and you said you were easily influenced. I'm glad it's true, but I'm also just glad you're here. Everybody who got a free sub, so that's Bougie, Cybernet Savignon, TG Sayaman, Swaggerino, and Chimichanga. Make sure you get in this chat. Thank Beetroot Bomb right now and say, yo, we appreciate not only have you given us a free sub, but you have made life better for our local streamer. Not the boy did. They tossed a coin to their streamer. Oh, Valley of Plenty. Shout out Beetroot Bomb. Really appreciate it, gang. Really appreciate it. Well, I feel like that is a wonder. Look at my face. This is a wonderful note to end this off on. Na'Vi Jr. coming out ahead. They defeat Na'Vi for the first time ever, and they will be going to their first LAN of the year. One last thing I'm gonna ask y'all, actually. Follow me on Twitter, on social media. Maybe not Twitter, but definitely wherever you see Snake Casting on your social media, just type that in and follow me. But more importantly, I want y'all to just think about something, right? I've been thinking lately about like the relationship between talent, me, and like everybody at home. And I don't think y'all realize that y'all are more important than us, because without y'all, I'm screaming into the void. What's the purpose of me casting to an audience of one? It only really matters, only becomes influential, only becomes important when y'all are there to appreciate it. And not just for the perspective of, hey, Snare gets to do his thing, but the teams as well, right? there are people who've been playing Dota, grinding, trying to get their names out there, who haven't necessarily been able to do so. But whenever they play a random tournament, someone happens to be watching them, right? They don't know who's going to be in the audience. They don't know who's watching on the other side. They don't know who's a future fan who might get them a sponsorship, get them a communication into a better team. There's just so many ways in which you simply being engaged in Dota genuinely improves the lives of the players, of the talent, of everybody involved. So my final thank you is to you for your time, attention, and genuinely the care that you have towards the community. So thank all of you. Shout out to y'all, even more than to the shout out to Navi Jr. With that, I'm out. I'm done. Definitely a socialist streamer, you know? I mean, I had to be convinced to stop bringing anti-capitalist politics into the streams, you know? But we out here. I really do appreciate all of you. Like, thank you from the bottom of my heart. You see, unlike Elon Musk, I'm just going to say from the bottom of my heart, thank you. Much appreciated, y'all. I will see you on the next qualifier run. Hit the notification so you know what's happening in the future. Join the Discord if you wanna. But most importantly, love yourself as much as you love Dota 2. Thank you so much, everybody. I'll see you next time. Bye!